Hello, everyone. Hi. Let's see. Ooh, that's right. We have some yellow pencils in chat now. Yay. Okay, let's see. Who do we have? Jay says, hi, Emily. Won't be able to join you all for this streaming. Have a nice evening. Take care. Sounds good, Jay. Have a great evening. Hi, Kenny. Making a snack. Sounds good. Lozzie, look at your fancy yellow pencil. It's so fancy. Let's see. Hi, Jackie. Drinking tea while we waiting. I have tea as well. I have my raspberry tea tonight. A little bit of caffeine. Let's see. Crackers, cheese, and a fruit plate. Oh, that does sound yummy. Hi, Melissa. Let's see. Ready for some fun. Awesome. Natalie says, have a nice stream, everyone. I'm not able to listen tonight, but will be tomorrow. Thanks for your wonderful work. Oh, you're welcome, Natalie. Well, thanks for popping in. Let's see. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Tyler. Yep, you got your yellow pencil. Hi, Phil. He says, quick hi for me. Bedtime shortly. Hope everyone is doing well. Sounds good, Phil. Well, have a great night. We're all doing well here. Hi, Ariane, Aspie, Kangaroo Babe. Hello, hello. Allie, Ellen. Hello. It's yellow? It looks green. Yeah, it's yellow. You got a yellow pencil. Well, are you on like a black background maybe? Maybe that's why it looks green. But yes, month 3 is the yellow pencil. So hello. Got some fresh strawberries to snack on. Very nice, very nice. Everybody likes strawberries. Well, unless you're allergic to strawberries. Or unless you're my kids. They don't like the seeds. Seriously, if I give them a strawberry, I have to like shave off the seeds. So, you know, that's a thing. So I got a little surprise in the mail today. We went and checked the, I started early? I don't think so. It's 8:32. Yeah, I mean, I have my timer thing that goes off like, you know, for like 10 minutes before, but that's so that the internet can work out its kinks if it needs to. But no, it's 8:32. We're good. Just colorblind, apparently. Hi, Kay. Hello, hello. But yeah, so we checked the P.O. box today, and I had a little surprise win there for me. So thank you, Christine, if you are lurking, for my gift. It was absolutely lovely, so I wanted to share it all with you. And before we get to our pocket watch here, I thought we could play with them a little bit. So a couple things. First, we have the Schpirerr Farben pencils. They are an oil pencil, and I have been so curious about these. I'm not a fan of strawberries, not from California anyway. Ah, gotcha. I'm not a fan of strawberries personally. All right, well then there we go. Hi, Shannon. Hello, everyone. But yes, we have the Schpirerr Farben pencils, and they're so pretty. I have reorganized them a little bit because I was kind of particular about my color order. But there are 4 trays of them, and they're so pretty, and they smell so nice. Here is the color chart for them here. So there's this one's 9. I have 96 of them. I can't remember what the full amount is, but there is 96. But these are all pretty bright. They definitely feel different than a waxy colored pencil. If I were to compare them to any pencil that I have, they would probably be, they feel different in your hand than the Faber-Castells do. I guess they're kind of similar to Ergosoft, but they're honestly closer to the Tombos, except the only difference is my hand doesn't actually hurt when I use them, which is what happens with the Tombos, which is why I don't use them that often. So I grabbed a page. I thought we could try them out. The other thing I wanted to show you, where did it go? Here it is. Ooh. Right, Lozzie? Hi, Pat. Hi, Mona. Hi, Zeely. Okay. So before we get into the pencils, I wanted to show you this also. This is, for anybody that's been on my Instagram, they've seen the box of pencils, they've seen what I'm about to show you, but I've also got Laura's new sticker in the mail. This is Laura Rafferty's newest sticker. She watercolored this and then got it printed as a sticker. Let's see if I can make this a little bit brighter. Anyway, it's absolutely gorgeous. So if you haven't checked out Laura, you can type in !LR like so. And that, if I remember correctly, should take you to Laura Rafferty's Etsy store. Yes, there it is. Okay, so gorgeous, gorgeous sticker. It's the same size as my mandala sticker. It's a 3" by 3". But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous, and I wanted to share it with you all before I put it up on my bookshelf because I keep all my stickers up on the bookshelf. So yes, if you would like to get your hands on one of the exclusive Laura Rafferty stickers, take a look at her shop because it's absolutely awesome. Yeah, she is beyond talented. Her ability to do faces and shading, like, it blows my mind. While you're at it, if you haven't gotten circle portraits too, I also highly recommend that. It is an absolutely wonderful book, and she's super talented. So if you like drawing faces, that is something to give it a shot to. So check out her store. You won't regret it. Her stuff is gorgeous, especially if you like drawing or coloring people, all of it. It's absolutely wonderful. So, like I said, before we get to the pocket watch, shifting stuff here. Oh, and for those that are curious, this is where we left off with the Hermione page. We will pick back up with this. Honestly, today's probably going to be the last day that we work on the pocket watch, just because a lot of it is repetitive. So even if we don't finish it all, at some point on all the streams, you've been shown how to do the different parts of the pocket watch. So we'll finish the parts today that we haven't. I figured I'd go over the gold again in case anybody wants to see that. But anyway, yeah, this is where we left off at, so we will pick up with this on Wednesday. Need a second copy of Circle Portraits because it's shameful the way I've treated those pages. But anyway, so we'll pick up back with Hermione on Wednesday. Hi, Kelly. Hello. Okay, so let us play with these just a little bit. I know I said we were going to do that pocket watch, but this was unexpected, very unexpected. Again, Christine, if you're lurking, thank you, thank you, thank you. It was such a wonderful surprise today. I was not expecting it in any way, shape, or form, so thank you. Absolutely lovely. All right, let me just shift these over here. So let's play with them a little bit, shall we? Right, Zelie? She's so talented, so talented. All right, so I grabbed a quick page out of World of Flowers. I thought we could maybe do a couple petals and a leaf and kind of see how they blend. I've done the color chart, but honestly, I haven't had a chance to play with them that much. So I was just like, why don't we take, a little bit and play with them a little bit on stream today? Kind of get a feel for them, All right, so let's see. Let's grab, I need to get a case for them here, but we definitely need a green here. So raise your hands. Hi, Robin. Raise your hands if you have these or if you've used them. So I have the Faber and the Kohinoor. Let me how these compare to those, please. Yeah, I have a couple Kohinoor. I honestly haven't tried them too much, but I can let you know how I feel about them in comparison to the Faber-Castells. So far, the only differences I found is I feel like on the paper, they are a little bit more, I mean, they're an oil pencil, but it's almost like they're like a little bit more slick, if that makes sense. I haven't tried layering them up, and so I don't know how they work for layers, which is what we're going to test now. We're going to see how we feel about them. I was kind of testing going, darker to lighter here, but I think coloring something will help us tell. Oh, Melissa, you do. Okay, so Melissa, what is your opinion on them? How do you feel about them? All right, let's see, that's 530. No, we are shooting for, second, I'm trying so hard not to spell these because knowing me, I'll jinx myself here. Okay, I was chuckling at some of the names though. I was swatching them earlier today. Let's see, we want tropical green, which is 620. Literally I was swatching and then it made me hungry. And so I was just like, white, wheat, butter, wait, what? Melon, maple? I'm so hungry for breakfast now. And then this one, I had to chuckle that they named a pencil color mold. I was like, oh, that's a thing. Okay, we'll roll with that. Okay, so let's grab tropical green. Let's grab emerald, which is 530. So we have 620, 530, and let's grab avocado, 550. Okay. Okay, so we'll do these colors for the leaf colors. Let's also grab light yellow, just because we all know how much I like to use a little bit of yellow. Mold is one of your favorite colors. It was just so funny. It's right up there with, you know, the, you know, like some of the Black Widow names. It's like, mold? Really? Okay, I guess that's what we're doing. All right. It's 2020. I'm not going to judge pencil names. I like them. Was surprised for the price. They're really soft to me. Yeah, so we'll give them a shot. Like I said, the only thing I've done so far is the color chart, so I can't really say one way or the other yet. Okay, let's grab violet, which is 370. Here we go. 370. Okay, violet. And then let's grab, let's see, royal purple, which is 320. We're gonna pull this tray over here. Okay, so 320. That's plum. Royal purple. Okay, royal purple. Here, if you can see. Build this. There we go. Okay, so black mold or regular mold? I know, right? Okay, so let's see. We have royal purple. Then let's grab. Ooh, pale purple is pretty. Let's grab pale purple, which is, I will say, the barrel, and not that this happens with all of them, but there are some pencils where the barrel really doesn't match up with what the color actually is. So when you're sorting your colors, don't go based by the barrel color, go based by the pencil color. Okay, so I think that is, you know, let's also grab plum, just in case we need a blending color here, okay? All right, so these are the colors that we're gonna try out here. My usual kind of grab bag of colors for, you know, using a bunch of them. So we are going to test these out, okay? So we have tropical green 620. We have emerald 530. Here, let's make sure we're in focus here. Sometimes those metallic ones are hard to read. Okay, so 620, 530. We have avocado 550, light yellow 40. Okay. Then we have violet 370, royal purple 320. We have pale purple 340, and then plum 310. Okay. Hi, Rosemary. Oh, is Lozzie heading out? Missed it, missed it. Or was somebody else leaving? I think I missed something. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Oh, you were saying to Nightbot. Gotcha. Yes, Nightbot is our friend. My only hesitation with coloring this one is I had the lines on it. I was also tempted to do this one, but we'll start with this. This will be easier. We don't want to overcomplicate it too much. No one panic. I'm still here. Lozzie! Although, you know what? I haven't sharpened any of these yet. Let's go ahead and give it a fresh sharpen. Oh, Lozzie was flirting with Nightbot. Ooh. Lozzie and Nightbot. And that's about it, because he's a robot. No, Tyler, we're not supposed to panic. Not supposed to panic. I know they're sharpened when they arrive, but I like to give them a nice pinpoint sharpen when I use them for the first time. And I don't do relationships, so that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. Nightbot seems like you'd be pretty low maintenance. That only make me joke. Oh no! Oh, that's good stuff right there. Realize I have this small scratch on my arm that really isn't that big of a deal from the cat, but when I hold it under camera and it's like giant, it's like, good Lord, what did you do to your arm? Nothing, I have a cat. Oof. Okay, almost done. I'm realizing that is really close to the back of the desk. Okay, I have the legs set up here, and then I realized that the back leg was very close to the edge of the desk. It could be detrimental. Okay. Even rotating the pencils, Prismers are so freaking hard to keep sharp. I'm using a lightish hand too. They're very difficult to keep sharp. You are not wrong. Okay, let's go ahead. Oh, really? I actually didn't know that, Kenny. Well, that works out well. All right, let's get this in focus here. There we are. All right, so we are going to go ahead and start with Violet, number 370. My phone is not on silent. 1 second. Okay, hold. There we go. Hi, B! I just got your pictures, Belinda. That's why my phone wasn't on silent. But that looks amazing. Like, that's intense. She finished her mansion, what's the name for it? Okay, so Violet. All right. So yeah, they definitely feel different than your wax colored pencils. They've got a different feel to the paper for sure. But I think with light layers, it could still work. And see, the difference with these and Tombows, remember how I was saying that Tombows kind of hurt my wrist after a while? Is that with Tombows, the pigment, I don't know. There's just not as much pigment that comes out, and to get the color I want, I find I have to press harder. And that when I press harder, I find that it just, it hurts my wrist after a while. But when you're doing light layers, that's not necessarily what you need. I don't know. I probably should give my Tombows another chance, but Tombows are also supposed to be a wax-based pencil. So, I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about them. It's not quite finished container house. Ah, gotcha. No worries. Blick Studio pencils and made in the same plant on the same line as Koh-i-Noor. I love my Blick Studio pencils and they're available open stock. Oh, awesome. Very awesome. Let's see. Now, is that in focus? I feel like it's off. I'm probably too picky. Okay, we're going to add one more little light edge here. Okay. All right, now we're going to go ahead and grab... Tombows have no pigment. Yeah, I got them really early on, and I got all sets before I knew much about pencils, but I was not... Yeah, they have the Tombow Erogetin. Let me... Second, I got my tea sitting in front of my boxes here. I don't want to knock that. We all know I have a tendency to spill my tea, and not in the fun, gossipy kind of way. These are the Tombow Erogetin pencils. They're white, it's dipped. But yeah, I wouldn't say that those are probably on my lower list of pencils. Oh, I'm sorry, B. Hope you feel better soon. All right, Royal Purple 320. Okay, we're gonna start live, but we're gonna kind of go over this. So far, I'm enjoying these. One thing that I always watch for when I'm swatching too is whether or not the pencil is scratchy. I'm sure everybody here who's colored has come across it before, where sometimes you're coloring along and there's like either a loose piece of pigment or there's something in the lead that ends up making like this one dark line of pigment or something, and it ends up being kind of scratchy. So I watched for that in all the pencils, and I didn't come across that in a single one of them. And I can see how these would work with Faber-Castell, or in the sense that Faber-Castell does, where you layer them up and you get more and more pigment. They definitely feel thinner. Well, and by thinner, feel thinner, they are. So as far as holding them, the Polychromo are a little bit wider also. So depending on how you hold them, you may find the Polychromos easier to hold because the Schpirerr Farbens, they are a little bit thinner. Belinda, if you want, I can show the picture on stream. I didn't want to without your permission, but I can show the picture real quick. If you're okay with that. Because it's very impressive. I know you said it's not done, but just to look at it as a whole. I still haven't even finished my other one. I haven't had time, but I'll get there. I'll get there. Okay. All right, now let's go ahead and grab... Yeah, we're using the Schpirerr Farben. I got it as a gift today. I was so surprised. I did not expect it in any way, and I was like, oh. Yeah? Okay. All right, I'll go ahead and pull them up here. Give me 1 second. 1 second. Let's see. I can flip this real quick. Flip it? Maybe not. Okay. Isn't that just amazing? Look at how many floors is 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 floors. Oh my goodness. And look, it's got the little staircase that's running up. It's so amazing. The amount of patience after even just doing one. Like, this is crazy. Like, yeah. That is awesome work. I think this one, yeah, this is the bedroom that we did because that's got the bathroom and the little cat and everything. Ooh, tapped it. But yeah, absolutely amazing. There we go. Right, Sherry? I know. Okay, let's see. Let's brighten this back up a little bit. Okay, now it looks a little muted on the camera, at least maybe it does on my computer screen, but I guess not. On my phone it looks okay. Okay, so now we're gonna grab Pale Purple 340. And it's nice too because I don't need to like choke up and hold these like real tight. I can, then I can just kind of hold it back further and get some nice light layers. But like I said, just like with Faber-Castell, you're going to want to build these light layers because I think pressing down too hard, you wouldn't be able to blend it as well. Yeah, I hope those work better. Okay, so light yellow 040. Okay. We're going to put a little bit of that on the tip. Okay. So then let's zoom on out just a tad. Oh, I want you to be able to see that. Okay, let's grab, this was the Tropical Green 620. Okay, now we're gonna take some of this here. Side. Like I said, if you're wanting a good pencil to kind of train you to learn light layers, Ergosoft are a great way to do that. And then once you get to that point where you're comfortable with blending and layering and whatnot, at least that's the way I found, is I was in no way prepared for the Faber-Castell when I initially tried them. But then after using the Ergosoft for a while, I was like, okay, I think I kind of got an idea of how to do this. You know what I mean? They feel good. They feel good. And I haven't seen any resistance with layering yet. So, I mean, we'll see how many layers we can get up with this, or, you know, we won't go like overboard by any means, but we'll kind of see how they feel. But they feel okay. They feel okay. They definitely feel different in my hand than the Faber-Castells do. I feel like maybe the Faber-Castells release just a bit more pigment, but these still are more pigment than the Erositins by far. And I think almost because the Ergosoft also, they got a lot of pastel colors to it, but I think the fact that the Ergosoft have the kind of grip on the outside, it helps. The Estate 3 is still a bit of pain. Takes months to get into the specialist. Oh no, months? It sounds like the dermatologist here. If we ever need to go to the dermatologist, it's months. They work pretty well on you. I'll have to try those ones. This is just the paper that came in World of Flowers. So this is just directly out of one of Johanna's books. I mean, I cut it out, but you know, we all know that I do that. Okay, so we're using Violet again. When I say Violet, I think of Willy Wonka. Violet, you're turning violet, Violet. I can't help it. But I will say that the color is darkening up quite easily with the additional layers. All right, Royal Purple, 320. Yeah, these build up really nicely. Doing the octopus, I was treating my polychromos like Prismas, and they don't behave the same way. Yeah, they really don't. Prisma and polychromos are like night and day, practically, as far as pencils are concerned. Okay, Pale Purple now. Normally, I would probably stop after this, but you know, we're actually gonna add another layer just because I want to see how these do with multiple layers. He's popular because he's cute. Oh my goodness. Her regular doctor is moving to another practice, so I'm like, I gotta get used to another doctor because I'm not gonna move practices with her just because of our insurance, and so it's like, eh. Although I'm realizing, no, Plum I grabbed for the leaf. That's what it is. I want to make sure I'm using the right one. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and grab Violet again. I want to see how well it layers up on this essentially third layer. Still giving it about the same amount of pressure that I did in the beginning. Still feels pretty good. Like I said, it's still, the best word I could use is it feels almost kind of slick, like it doesn't really grip the paper like maybe a waxier pencil might. So I feel like there is definitely going to be a limit as to how many layers you can add. But this is essentially a third layer for us. You can see we're getting quite a bit darker of a petal here. Which is different for me because I'm usually, you know, going for the pastels. And in fact, the yellow almost doesn't seem to work as well because I'm doing it a little bit darker. Okay, so let's add just a tiny bit of green here. Yeah, these worked out quite nicely. I'm pleased with this. All right, let's move on to the leaf and do a little bit different collection of colors here. I have to say, the one thing I don't like with the prisms is how thin the barrels are. It hurts my hand. Yeah, I would say as far as barrel thickness, Caran d'Ache, most definitely. I would say Faber-Castells. Let's see, actually, I'll grab them right now. We can compare here. So we've got... This is a Caran d'Ache, okay? This is... Okay, let's zoom out a bit. Okay, so we have a Caran d'Ache. This is the Luminance. Then we have the Faber-Castell. See, let's grab Prismacolor. I'm trying to do generally the same colors here. Generally. Okay. That's a Prismacolor. Let's see. Then we've got... Oh, where? No. Okay, we got a Tombow. Okay, here is the Schpirerr Farben. So you can see, it seems a little thicker down here, but I think that's because they've been dipped in the yellow paint. So I would say this would be a more accurate width. So I'd say that the Schpirerr Farbens are pretty close in width to the Tombows and the Prismacolors. And then the next thicker would be the Polychromo, and then the Caran d'Ache are probably the thickest pencils that I have. Let's see, Chromo needs to go up here. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and grab... They're thinner than the Castle Arts and the Blix. Oh, interesting. So I haven't tried the Blix or the Castle Arts. Oh, awesome, Melissa. Yeah, well, I figured they were brand new. I was so just taken aback when we checked the mail this morning. I was like, oh, I was just like, we have to try them. Okay, so let's go ahead now and use Tropical Green. Okay, we're gonna do this leaf here, and then after we do this leaf, then we'll go ahead and go to the pocket watch and we'll color a little bit of that. But I wanted to give these a solid try today. And I'm using the same kind of technique that I use with, you know, any of my blending, where I go, you know, a little bit darker on the edge and then I go lighter as I go in. I think the trick is, especially depending on the space that you're coloring, is using multiple colors. If you're just using 2 colors, I think it'll be a little bit more difficult to get that depth that you need. And I haven't had to sharpen any of these, so I don't feel like, you know, you'll quickly blow through your pencils, you know, depending on how hard you're pressing, but I haven't had to sharpen any, so I'm okay with that. They did, Kenny! I was so surprised! I had no idea! I had absolutely no idea. My husband handed me the package, I was like, I didn't order anything from Amazon, because I don't, if I order things from Amazon, it comes directly to the house. It doesn't go to the P.O. box. And so we were putting some stuff in the mail today, Father's Day, and I was mailing off some stickers and stuff. And I checked, I was like, I wasn't expecting anything. Ooh, fancy. So yes, I was very excited. Hi, Emma! Emma, I cannot wait for that new tea to arrive. I was thinking I could do a cool, like, time-lapse video with it. So I mentioned I got the little strainer, I don't know, what's it called? Like steeper, the little strainer thing that goes in the cup. But I was thinking it would be fun if I do a video where I pour the water and then I film it from above where I put the strainer inside and then put the scoops of tea and then do a time-lapse of it brewing so you can see, like, the tea expanding and it changing color and getting richer and stronger. And I thought that would be kind of a cool little video to do. Are the erosion the ones that are toxic with lead or something? No, you're thinking of the Holbeins, or Holbeins. Holbeins? Something like that. But yeah, no, the erosion tins are not toxic. It's the Holbeins. That is why you cannot get Holbeins in the US. Is it Holbeins? Holbeins? I'm not sure. Paper can make the difference too. I do pencil galaxies on Strathmore tone paper, which I found to be cheaper, tan color. Yes. Do you like the Arteza Ink Conic, and have you used them in the Johanna book? So I did a review on the Ink Conic, Allie, and I do enjoy them. I think they're going to be situational though, because my go-to fine liner is the Staedtler fine liners, if I'm being perfectly honest. One thing about the Ink Conic I have found, I like them, I do. It's going to be situational. They're very juicy, for lack of term. They let out a fair amount of ink, so I think it really just depends. If you've never used fine liners before, or like those kind of markers, if you've never used them before and you want something good to start out with, I honestly would probably recommend the Staedtlers over that. That being said, I haven't tried the Arteza fine liners. I'm not quite sure how those are in comparison to the Ink Conics. If you were doing something like bullet journaling, or something where it's like you're not wanting to do a ton of blending, because the problem if they're becoming too juicy is that if they let out too much ink and you're trying to do a little bit of blending with them, it's easier for your paper to start ripping. But I did do a review on them, so those will be, I think I've got a review playlist and they'll be in there. Nougat! That's right, nougat! Ooh, my teeth are a little hot. Okay, now we're gonna use Emerald. Yeah, these are blending nicely. Like I said, just light layers, and that should do you for it. Do you have a link for the Staedtler fine liners? I do! Nougat! Exclamation points. Staedtler 36, I believe, is the link for that. I have the Staedtler fine liners, but I wanted the larger number of iconic fine liners. Yeah, they are. That is a pretty big set. I really should try the Arteza fine liners so I can give a bit more better response for that. So, like I said, I don't have the fine liners, so I can't say to that. But if you're liking the large amount of colors, then yeah, I would say go for the Iconics. But yeah, I did do a review video, so if you want to see them in action and see their colors and stuff, feel free to take a look at that. I don't know, mods, you want to grab a link for that? I don't have one. Oh no. See, I promise, there's work for you guys too. Summer Night strictly with which ones? The whole wings or whole wines? Okay, so now we're gonna grab avocado. I'm gonna go over this whole leaf here. And using the pencil on its side helps you to use that flat side so you're not leaving any, you know, dark pencil marks where you don't want them. Okay, let's grab our emerald again. Anybody coming in, I know that we're gonna do the pocket watch today, but we got some Schpirerr Farbens in, and so we are trying them out. So I don't want anybody to be confused and be like, this isn't Summer Nights or Faber-Castells. No, this was a surprise gift today, and I wanted to kind of review them a little bit, try them out. These are new to me, and it was super exciting, so this seemed like a good time to do that. Emmy's just giving us pity work now because she feels guilty for making us redundant in the giveaways. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Lozzie, what are you supposed to be doing? It just makes it so you guys can relax as mods, that's all. I was saying if anybody wanted to grab the link for the review video for the Iconics, I wouldn't say no. The castle iron flicks are like polys. You must layer them. They don't work like Prismas. Oh yeah, there are very few pencils that work like Prismas. I would say probably the most similar I have found that works in the sense of blending are the Caran d'Ache. I feel like the Luminance should be the Luminance are what Prismacolor should be, or what they used to be, or what I'd hope they'd be. You know, for all of the hype around Prismacolors, they've been around for ages. You break into them and, you know, you've either got a barrel that chips, your leads are breaking. There's just too many things that go wrong with the Prismacolors that I can go, oh yeah, Prismacolors, they were great to get me started, but they are not what they used to be. And so like I said, I feel like the Luminance are what the Prismacolors should be. But the Luminance are also ridiculously experienced. She's throwing us pity work. It's not pity work! I could go and grab the link. I was just, you know, sorry. I'm sorry. That's it, Nightbot. You're fired. You're fired, Nightbot. Alright, so Plum 310. Get a fast rate link, so I was leaving it to you guys. My mods are just in shock. I actually had something that they could do, and now, wait, what? I'm so sorry, guys. Girls, gals, ladies. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm really liking how this looks. I may have to finish this little flower here off stream at some point. Although I did decide when we are all done with the Pocket Watch and the Harry Potter page, I already decided which one we're gonna do next. We are gonna do a Doctor Who page, because I am loving the coloring book, and now we got new pencils. I'm thinking we could do a Doctor Who page with these pencils. I've been loving the Polychromos, but I figure I should switch it up occasionally, and now with these new fun toys, yeah, I'm thinking we're gonna do a page from Doctor Who with the Schpirerr Farbens. That is what I'm thinking. I don't even try anymore. I just sit back and relax. That works. Yay, Shannon! Okay, there it is. Hi, Jean. It's the blending ability. It's what people buy prisms for. Oh, most definitely. Waiting for the troll that will never arrive. Exactly, exactly. You guys are like my first line of defense. You're my first line of defense. Okay, a little bit here. Definitely up for that. I know, Lozzie likes to use her bashing stick. I think you've, I don't know, have all of you got to use the bashing stick at least once? We don't have too many, which honestly I'm happy with. I'm okay with. It's a good thing if you can just come here and relax, right? Ooh, Doctor Who, yay! Belinda, did you end up getting the Doctor Who book? Hi, Shara. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking some Doctor Who is in order. I need to make a Doctor Who emote. I'm thinking it'll replace one of our other emotes. Because we won't get another emote slot until 30, and I think we got a little ways to go before that. Let's see, tropical green. So I got to figure out which one to replace it with, but I'm thinking a Doctor Who emote is definitely in order. Definitely, definitely. Why I didn't have one before, I don't even know. But yeah, I was thinking we could do a David Tennant emote, but I think because it's in his likeness, that might be copyrighted. But somebody made a point, I forget who it was, that a police box isn't copyrighted, and we could just say that's all it is. But still, a lovely, lovely TARDIS. She's competitive. I am not. Have never been. Oh man, I'm so competitive. It's ridiculous. Let's see. You need the tea strainer from Tivana. You put the leaves in, pour the water, and let it steep. Then you set the strainer on the cup, and the tea goes through the cup. The one that I got when I ordered the David's Tea, Jackie, it's this little strainer that will go inside the cup, and then you pour the water, and essentially all you have to do when you're done is lift the strainer out, and it lifts all the tea bits out with it. So, yeah. I have some older prismas that I bought open stock, and the barrels weren't this thin. Yeah, so I do have some older ones. Show you the difference. And you are correct, they used to be thicker. So they used to be made in the US. So this is a barrel Prismacolor metallic green. They do not make these anymore. This is the canary yellow. One of the other things you can tell, can you see, let's see if I can zoom in here. I think you can see, okay. Can you see this line here? That is the line of the barrel where it's split. Like, and this is where if there was any weakness in it, it would be there. Just the quality of the Prismacolors is just not what it used to be. But this is an older one here. This one is the newer one. You can see there is a definite difference between the two. Let's see. Who's she competing with? We're just letting her win anyway. You have to use a light hand with Prisma's layer, but it's so easy to get heavy-handed with them. I think that's honestly how I learned, is they got heavy-handed. Let's see. I love, love, love those. Oh, I'm so glad. Aren't they fun? Like the blooming trees. They're beautiful. What is made here anymore? That is true. Hi, Fern. Hello. Okay. Let's see. Actually, I think that was fine how it was. All right. So we're going to grab emerald now. Oh, giant difference. Giant difference, yeah. All right, and then we're gonna use avocado. One, it's funny because on the older one it says that it's a flexible pencil. I'm not quite sure what that means, but yeah, there's a huge difference. Which is unfortunate that it's so obvious of the quality difference. I'm not quite sure why they made the change, but okay. Hi, Molly. So let's go ahead, let's darken that a little bit so you can see. All right, so this was with the Schpirerr, I feel like I'm pronouncing him wrong, but Schpirerr Farben pencils was a wonderful, wonderful surprise gift. Again, Christine, if you are lurking, thank you so, so much. Or if you're watching this back, this was an absolutely wonderful gift and a lovely, lovely surprise to have today. And I appreciate it so, so much. So thank you. Love them. Love them, love them. They definitely have a different feel in your hand than Faber-Castells, but yeah, I am a fan. I would recommend these, most definitely. We just did, you know, part of a petal and a leaf, but I figured it was enough to kind of test how we can do our blending and whatnot. This one's darker. I did like 3 or 4 layers, if you count the green, I suppose, but I did like 3 layers here. I did like 2 layers here. That's probably true, Sherry. Probably sure. Yeah, I think we will definitely do our next page after the Harry Potter one. When we finish that, we'll use these pencils in a Doctor Who page. So yeah, highly, highly recommend. Okay, now let's go ahead and move these out of the way. Oh, no problem, Michelle. I'm so glad you're here. Yeah, because they definitely did outsource them. Most definitely. I will say though, Biddy, the price has gone down over the years. I mean, I know recently it was like, it was lower than 100. Amazon had a sale on it, but they used to be a lot more expensive. Like, we're talking upwards of 150, 160. I mean, they used to be more. That's for sure. Okay, let's pop these back in here. I don't want to drop them. Definitely have to get a case for these. Or maybe I'll have to kick my Tombos out of my drawers over here and put these in the drawers. I don't know how people always break leads on Prismas. I think I have only broken leads on them with the dull sharpener, my fault. A lot of it has to do with, Jackie, the length at which you sharpen your pencils. Let me see if I can find an example. Okay. So, I'm sure you can tell the difference here. This is with a shorter barrel sharpener. This is with a longer one. If I'm using Prismacolors, I probably just sharpened this quickly or something, I don't know. But if I'm coloring a lot, I prefer a shorter thing because the pencil is being supported more by the wood barrel than this is, and this is going to be more likely to breakage. But it most definitely has to, used to be made in US, yeah, it got outsourced to Mexico. The more barrel you have supporting your lead, the less likely it is going to be to break. But also it does have a lot to do with the pressure. Hey, and since we've got everybody in here, before we get started, just a quick reminder, Laura has a new sticker in her shop. You can type !LR. She's a good friend of mine. Her work is absolutely amazing. This sticker is gorgeous. She has them in her shop. They're 3" by 3", and she also has her own coloring book as well that is just absolutely awesome. Okay, let's see. Because of the dollar conversion, they seem expensive here. It could be. It could be. So nowadays, when I bought so 5 years ago, 2015, when I bought my first set of Prismacolors, I want to say I spent 130-ish something. And now, if you wait for a good sale, you can find them closer to 100, if not lower. The lowest I've seen them for was 74. But that didn't last very long. But yeah, I would say, yeah, probably around 100 is what you could do. Let's see, middle of using it, I'm so sorry. What do you recommend instead of Prismas? Well, if Prismas are the only thing you're used to, you're gonna have to get used to a different kind of blending for sure. Prismas blend unlike a lot of other pencils. So I would recommend, if you're wanting to test out something and you want to get used to a slightly harder lead, get something like the Ergosofts. There's only 36 of them, which makes less color choices, a little bit less overwhelming, and they're very affordable. Using Ergosofts can then get you prepared for other harder lead pencils like the Schpirerr Farben we just tried, like Faber-Castell. So if you know how to use light layers, then I would recommend Artezas, Faber-Castell, any of those. But you just have to keep in mind that there are very few pencils that blend the way that Prismacolors do. Let's see, auto sharpener, yeah. I'm using a long point, but just using a major light hand. Yeah, definitely. Hi, Julie, popping in and out. Catch you next time, Assembly. Sounds good, Julie. Let's see, Jackie, when I first got Prismas, I was using their official sharpener and they were breaking constantly. Then I switched to hand crank sharpener. I don't think I've had a single. The hand crank, this has made a huge difference. So here, I'll switch here. This is the Doll 133 sharpener. You could type !sharp, I think in chat is what it is for. But I had a viewer send me this, and I had haven't used handhelds in ages. I have an electric sharpener, but I don't use it on stream because it's so loud. So I highly recommend the hand crank sharpener also. Let's see. Can't wait to see your sticker. Can anyone tell me what Emily's recommend to use instead of Prismacolors, please? I think I answered that, didn't I, KO? I would say Staedtlers. I recommend the Staedtler Ergosofts instead of Prismacolors. Staedtler Ergosofts. Yeah, everyone can hear me, right? Yeah, but Staedtler Ergosofts instead of Prismacolors, or if you want to, you know, upgrade a little bit, then try the Artezas. I think the command will be !Arteza 120 is the full set. Yeah, the doll 133 is great. I just have to remember to empty this. I mean, I don't know what happens when it starts. I answered it, didn't I, KO? I don't think I missed it. Let me scroll back up. I know I answered the first one. Okay, well, it's probably up there a ways. Anyway, yeah. Way down. There we go. Okay, so let's go ahead and pick up with some of this gold. We'll just do a little bit here because this could take us, let's see, what time is it? 9:21. I guess we'll keep working on it. We'll make sure and touch on the parts that we haven't done. We've done most of these, like this whole section of floral here covered pretty much what you do here. So I'm going to do a little bit more gold. We're going to do the knob and the chain, and then we'll, whatever time we have left, we'll do with florals. Artezas are nice. Yeah, I really like the Artezas. I went from cheaper Student Derwents and Faber-Castell straight to Prismacolors, then on to Polychromo. See, there you go. Oh, most definitely, Rosemary. And if you're using a handheld, make sure your blades are sharp. If your blades are dull, it's gonna be a nightmare. Let's see. I got a cheap hand crank sharpener from a supermarket and it works like a dream. Never breaks my pencils. Nice. I'll have to try the Amazon Basics. I have not tried those yet, but I hear good things. Go big or go home. There you go. Exactly. All right. So let's go ahead and grab our colors here. So just a reminder, the colors we are going to use for the gold are Dark Sepia 175. And for those of you watching, we have now switched to Faber-Castell. Okay. So Dark Sepia 175. And then we have Bister 179. We have, what is this? Green Gold 268. I don't have the names of these memorized yet. Light Chrome Yellow 106 and Ivory 103. Those are going to be the colors. Oh, no worries, KO. KO can hear me, right? Shannon, can you ask him or her if they can hear me? So I was pretty sure I answered them. Let's see. I did too. Biddy. The Prismas are so creamy. That's what makes them popular. Oh, most definitely. They're unique. They're very unique in the sense of pencils. Like I said, the only other one that's similar that I have found is the Luminance, but like I said, I feel like the Luminance are what they should be. Maybe I'm too much of a pencil snob. That's the problem. All right, so let's go ahead and start with Dark Sepia here. You can see I did the blue, and I definitely, finished more of the gold here. Let's see, but I started using Copic markers and stopped pencil work until the adult coloring books started getting popular. I still haven't tried Copics. It's just so expensive. I'll get around to it eventually, but let's see. Becoming one, nice. It says live chat, okay. Yeah, the Luminance, which are the most expensive pencils you can buy. I'm pretty sure they are, because I think even the Pablos aren't as expensive as the Luminance. I'm trying to think. I don't know. How expensive are the Holbeins? Or Holbeins? Again, I'm doing it wrong. But I know that those are pretty spendy. I don't know how much they are. But yeah, they definitely are. I got them as a gift a handful of years back, and I've replaced them, a couple of them at a time. But yeah, they are spendy. Yeah, maybe KO is behind a little bit. right, so we're just gonna use this dark sepia. The Holbein or more? No, Holbein you get more pencils. Too expensive, that's how much. Well, how many pencils come in the Holbein set? I paid $63 US when I got my Prismas. Nice, Jackie. That's a great deal on them. That's a fantastic deal. I wanted to see if you sent a... I wanted to send you a sample of what pictures I've done. How would I do that? Michelle, you can... Probably the best way is through Instagram. Or you can message me on Facebook. It'll go to message requests probably, or you could go to the Emily. But you also, Michelle, if you're part of the Facebook group, you can type !Facebook in chat, go there, and you can join the Facebook group, and you can also post your pictures there. But yeah, probably the best way is for Instagram is the quickest way usually to send me pictures and stuff, just because I don't have the Facebook app on my phone. So for me to know that I have a Facebook message, I have to get on Facebook on my computer, and then I'm like, oh, hey, look, I have a message. But I do have the Instagram app on my phone, and so I get a little notification when that goes up. Or you can just email me, hello@emilyillustrator.com. That's also !email. 150 in the Holbeins. Okay, okay. I'm chatting live, but I don't think my video is live at the point. They should KO should check the bar underneath and see where the dot is. It could be that he or she is just behind on the video. That's all. Let's see. Okay, a little bit here. Like I said, you know, when you're trying to get depth in what you're coloring, it's important to choose, you know, more than 2 colors. Sometimes if the space is really small, you know, 2 colors is all you can do. But if you have more space to work it, I mean, for instance, and this space is the size of like my pinky, and we're using 5 colors with this, and that's how we're getting all gold color. Ah, okay, gotcha. Yeah, there might be a little bit of a lag on iPad, but that's all. So if you're all caught up now, KO, because you probably had to skip past what I said before, I would recommend getting the Ergosofts if you're wanting to try something different than Prismacolors. It's a smaller set, so less intimidating, and it is not all that expensive. They won't blend the way Prismacolors do, but I think that you will enjoy them. It'll help you practice light layers before getting into the bigger sets. Duty where? Oh, you're on duty now. Oh, gotcha. Castle Arts. I've heard good thing about Castle Arts. Okay, just adding a little bit up here. Let's turn this a bit. Yeah, no problem, KO. Okay, all right, so that's it for the sepia for now. Now we're gonna go ahead. Oh, see, it's funny when they say on duty, I was thinking police officer. Got my tea with my lid. Oh my goodness, those of you that were here last stream, you're there because in chat it was almost time for us to start, and I put in chat, I spilled my tea. And so I've got this cup, but it's got a twist on, well, I don't know if you can see here in this one here. It's got a twist on lid. So it's not perfect. It still has a hole. It's not a disposable one. It's like this reusable cup. It looks like a, you know, a to-go coffee cup. But anyway, I knocked it over and I spilled my tea. And the funny thing is I had all the Prismacolors laid out. Oh, I'm using Vista right now, by the way, number 179. And the pencils actually acted as like a dam against the picture, and it saved the picture and my computer. Okay. Okay, you know what sounds really good right now? cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon roll sounds really good right now. Light and fluffy. I don't like a ton of frosting, like icing on the cinnamon roll. I like that kind of just like light drizzle on it just a little bit. What I really like is when there's like a lot of like little cinnamon in there. I can hear my husband in the kitchen heating up something. And for some reason, it just made me think of cinnamon rolls. All right, I'm gonna zoom out a tad because I don't want to keep missing this. There we go. There we go, perfect. All right, so I'm just using Bistre now. We used the dark sepia first, and now we are using Bistre. Oh, I didn't finish this side here. Easy to kind of get ahead of yourself and forget little sections. Yeah, I love, like, even if you're a little bit shy asking questions, I love answering questions. I mean, this is a big reason why I do lives instead of just uploading videos, is because I love the interaction. I love the conversation. I love that it's like we're all just at a coffee shop or hanging out. Somebody referred to it as a sleepover. I mean, I love it. It's just like we're all hanging out, and especially, you know, when a lot of us are still stuck at home. I know some places are starting to open, but I mean, it's you know, a nice, I wouldn't say replacement, but it's, you know, a good placeholder for being able to go see your friends. Tell Steve to get you cinnamon rolls. I know, right? You can't have cinnamon? Ooh, what if we did like, love cinnamon rolls? Stop that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, Steve, we need cinnamon rolls. I know, right? There's a coffee shop here in town that I love to. I haven't been to in ages because it's been closed, but you can do pickup orders, and I'm thinking that I might have to have Steve pick up some cinnamon rolls tomorrow. Let's see. What if they made like a nutmeg roll? It could be interesting, right? Okay, we're using green gold now. A nutmeg roll? Get on board with a nutmeg roll. It'd have to be light though. I think nutmeg could probably be a little overwhelming. Oh my goodness. Okay, what if you did nutmeg and ginger, like a nutmeg and ginger. Okay, forget the coffee shop. I've got to make nutmeg and ginger rolls tomorrow. I'm doing it. Get out the bread maker. I'll make the dough. Oh my goodness. I feel like a nutmeg and ginger roll would be really good. Like really good. Am I crazy? Does that sound good? I don't know. Am I just hungry? I could just be hungry. Let's see. I'm an hour behind you. Do you think I will stay? Let's see. I'm an hour behind you. I think I will stay with you for a little while longer, but I have to work tomorrow. Ah, gotcha. I gotcha. Yeah, well, we'll be going for probably another hour. You know, we took a little 30-minute detour to try out the Schpirerr Farbens, and even if you have to go, you can always rewatch it tomorrow. It'll be posted on the YouTube page. It's called, right? YouTube. Nutmeg and ginger? Grr, seriously, Emily. It could work. Whenever I make pancakes, my thing with pancakes is I like to, first of all, I'll whip the egg whites separately and then fold them in so the pancakes are really fluffy. And then I will add cinnamon, and then I'll add allspice. Only a little bit, because it could be, you know, allspice can be pretty strong, which it's, you know, got all the spices. But yeah, I do cinnamon. Oh, I add vanilla to my pancakes too. I do the same thing with waffles. I do waffles. That's like your spice wafers. There you go. A lady around here does peanut butter and a Nutella roll. Ooh. That could be good. That could be really good. You know, I don't do a whole lot of candy bars, but I tell you, lately, I've been like Reese's, man. Somebody hands me a Reese's and I'm like, boom, done. Yes, please. Okay, let's see. So 175 again. I realized I need to do this section here. I'll look up at chat in just a second. second. Almost there. Okay, let's see. Cinnamon allspice, right? You hate Reese's? Oh, Lozzie. I thought we were kindred spirits, Lozzie. Just lurking my keyboard is throwing tantrums and kicking me off stream. Sounds good, SB. Okay, so is it the way that it's made, or is it just the peanut butter and chocolate in general? I'm using Vista now. Okay, how about everybody put in chat what their favorite candy bar is when you, you know, whether you allow yourself a candy bar occasionally or you eat them nonstop. It doesn't matter. Whatever your favorite candy bar is, throw it up in there. You know, I went through a time where I really enjoyed Snickers and I didn't like Reese's, but I think I'm coming back into my Reese's era here. Let's see. I watch all the time, but I've never participated. Oh, gotcha. So the blending thing for Prismas, yeah, wow, it's a thing. I know, right? Hi, Willow! Hello! Willow is our local Harry Potter expert. Man, I had to come up with some pretty tricky ones in Belinda's stream the other day. She is good. She is good. You don't like peanut butter. Okay. Okay. Need to run. Sounds good, Jackie. Have a great night. Peanut butter and chocolate do not oh! Lozzie. I can't even finish that sentence. Lozzie. What? Mine is Reese's Peanut Butter Cup too. Oh, yay, Allie. Dark chocolate from Godiva. Okay. Picnic. What's picnic, Belinda? Hi, Melissa. Says, I just bought this coloring book, my first Hanna Karlzon book, along with full set of Derwent drawing pencils. I have all the Prismacolors, but I love the muted colors of the Derwents. Oh, Melissa. Hey, you should post your pictures in the Facebook group so we can see them. Anybody, if you're not part of the Facebook group yet, you can type !Facebook. You can post your work in progresses there, you know, see everybody else's, that kind of stuff. So, yeah, join the Facebook group if you haven't already. It is awesome to see what everybody is posting. I am using green gold right now, just kind of going over, getting that nice kind of more yellowish color in there before we add our actual yellow. Let's see. You had some good ones. I know, right? Well, see, I had the harder list, but I opted not to use that because I thought that it would be too hard for stream. But I got you, Willow. I got you. Chocolate almonds, Twix and Mars. Very nice. White chocolate Kit Kats. Ooh, I could be on board with that. I know. Right, Lozzie? I don't know. Favorite candy bar is probably Snickers or Milky Way. Caramel wafer peanuts and chocolate. Ooh, that does sound good, Belinda. Dame bars? What are Dame bars? See, a lot of it too is regional because there's some candy that are in some countries and some candy that is not in others. Let's see. Peanut butter and chocolate, the best discovery in the history of the world. Right? Okay, Shara, we're best friends now. Emily, did you have trouble with sharpening your ErgoSoft? I use the Coombe sharpener. So the Coombe sharpener is good. From what I hear, it gets a really soft point. Sharpeners I've used on ErgoSoft before were the dual hole, not sure where, oh, here it is. The dual hole Stedler sharpener, this one here. Okay, and I would use the smaller one. But lately, I mostly just use the Dahl 133. And honestly, no, I haven't had too many issues sharpening them. It sharpens just fine most of the time. So it could be maybe your Coombe sharpener has a dull blade. Let's see. It's not a bar, but I love Ferrero Rocher. I have no... yes, the little chocolate balls with the nuts on the outside. Yes. Mint chocolate Kit Kats. Okay. Peanut butter cups, Payday, Snickers, and Three Musketeers. Very nice. I like that. I love me some Kinder Bueno with those hazelnut praline shells. Okay. Yeah. I know what those are. Hershey with almonds, which I can't eat anymore because I have dentures. That's fair. Well, maybe just regular chocolate then. Pronounced like dime. Oh, dime. Okay. Don't think you have them in America. Well, what's in them? Heath bars and Kit Kat peanut M&Ms. Oh, Kit Kats and peanut M&Ms. I was like, wait a minute. There's a peanut M&M Kit Kat. What? Light chrome yellow. Heath bar. Oh, let's see. The Weir Bros make it a challenge. See, I actually kind of like how you hold it because I grip it, you know, on all three sides, and it's got that kind of nice grippy coating on it. That's one of the things I like about the ErgoSofts. I'm leaving a little bit of space for ivory here because we're going to be adding a little bit of that in there. Let's see. realizing I don't think I added ivory in this one the last time I colored these. I think I was watching a TV show when I was coloring this and got a little distracted. What? Me distracted? Never. Biggest lie I ever told. Let's see. All the unique flavors of Kit Kats from Japan. Yeah, isn't there like a matcha Kit Kat, like a green one? Like that's interesting to me. That's interesting to me because like matcha in itself, like it's got a very like leafy taste to it, doesn't it? Butterfinger. I love Butterfinger, but it gets stuck in my teeth all the time. Don't kill me, but I'm not a fan of American chocolate. Well, wait a minute. How does American chocolate differ from UK chocolate? I mean, you know, there's white chocolate, dark chocolate, milk chocolate. Is there a different kind of chocolate in the UK? Get some, oh goodness. They came out birthday cake flavor Kit Kat. Yes, I saw, so let's see. Ivory, anybody who's been here knows that I like Buffy. And so I follow, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank on her name. You know, the Willow Rosenberg character. Lozzie, help me out. Allison Hannigan. On Instagram. Anyway, looks like Kit Kat sent her a bunch of the birthday cake flavor ones. And so, I saw that, so. Let's see. My hubby loves coffee Kit Kat. Ooh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Only when you watch my videos, I see how your tangent thing has rubbed off on me. Oh, yes, Sherry. I'm going to take a look at those later tonight. I'm excited to see. What did you end up coloring, Sherry? And next question, when are you going to go live? My dad worked for Hershey when I was a kid. It was fab. We tried whatchamacallit. Oh my God, whatchamacallit. Whew, that's a while ago. And Reese's Pieces before everyone gave full-size bars on Halloween. Oh, they must have loved your house, Shara. They must have loved your house. Okay, I want to use a little bit more of green gold along here. I'm realizing there wasn't enough here. Okay, we're going to go back in. We need a little bit more of this dark sepia. Let's see. It tastes different? Well, dang, now I need to try some UK chocolate. Why didn't I try any chocolate when I was in Scotland? Or maybe I did. I don't remember. Or US chocolate is cheap? Okay. I'll have to try it. You guys, you have me curious now. There was a limited edition Mandarin flavored Kit Kat for Chinese New Year. So like an orange chocolate. I could see how that could be good because like they have chocolate oranges at Christmas time. Chocolate in New Zealand is amazing. I love Payday, sweet and salty. Yes. America has a lot of brands that we don't have and the chocolate tastes different. I find American chocolate a bit chalky, whereas British is more creamy. Well, I am intrigued. Lozzie, you should message me and tell me the best kind of chocolate to see if I can order it online. Yes, they have matcha Kit Kats along with soy sauce, Sakura, cherry blossom, sake, wasabi, red bean. My brother spent a year in Japan, so I tried a lot. Weird. Dime is a crunchy almond caramel with a chocolate coating. That sounds good. See, now I just need to like go out to the store after stream and go buy a bunch of candy. Hershey used to be really good, but not now. I showed how to use cheap eyeshadow and dollar store stuff to do pan pastels instead of the... That's right. Oh, yeah, I think I saw that. Yeah. Okay, I'll take a look. Chocolate is better in Europe. See? Australian chocolate is different to American. Okay, next question. Is Australian chocolate different than UK chocolate? You didn't try our chocolate when you were here, Emily? What were you doing? I was talking with Johanna and visiting castles and you know, having fish and chips. That's what I was doing. Apparently I need to do landscape instead. That could be fun. Orange chocolate is really good. Yeah, my husband loves orange chocolate. I always get him the dark chocolate oranges at Christmas time. Easy on the American chocolate. I don't know. It's quarantine. Calories don't count during quarantine. Isn't that right? I mean, I guess technically quarantine is over, but until I have to start putting... Why can't I talk? I can't. Until I have to start putting on real pants on a daily basis, then calories don't count. I mean, when the day comes that I put on my jeans again and I'm like, dear God, what the heck happened? You know, then maybe I'll reconsider it. But until that happens, I'll get you chocolate from New Zealand when I go next. Deal, Shara. And if I ever travel anywhere ever again, I'll bring you chocolate from there. Because at this point, I'm not going anywhere. All right, I'm using Vister just a little bit, just filling in some of this kind of dark brown, making sure we get some of this. And then we're gonna use green gold one more time. It's similar to UK? Okay, denying tea. No, I like the tea. I always order my favorite UK bar, Crunchy. It is a spongy honeycomb. I order it from Amazon. Ooh, spongy honeycomb. All right, so green gold. We're just gonna go over this real quick because I don't want it to be super dark, but I also want it to have that nice warm color to it. Just about done with this gold. Okay, let's see. Oh, you know what? I didn't add, do this edge here. Some of this is not as yellow as I'd like. American chocolate is sweeter and not as thick as creamy as Australian. Okay, you all have me extremely intrigued now. I need to know where I can order some Australian and some UK chocolate. Of course, I don't know. Are they shipping overseas anymore? Might not be able to get some. I live in leggings and jeggings now. I haven't worn jeans in over a year. See, I'd put on real pants when I, like, you know, went and took the kids, you know, to drop off. We're using dark sepia now. Get a little bit up at the top. You know, when we do school drop off, you know, can't have the other moms judging me too harshly. I like that time my kid judged me for wearing slippers to her pickup. To be fair, it was an accident. I didn't realize I was wearing them. Oh, no, we don't talk about that, Shannon. All right, now that I know how good tea is, I'm just embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. Oh my goodness, I'll never live that one down. I wasn't doing that. That didn't happen. That never existed. What? Oh, what are we talking about? Okay, I'm gonna grab the light yellow again, just a little bit here. It doesn't really matter if we go over these little ones because we're gonna be using a purple gel pen over them. Okay. I think we need to add just a tiny bit more Vister here. All right, now we need to grab our purple gel pen and our blue gel pen. I feel like the odd man out still wearing jeans every day. But do you have to leave the house, Willow? Do you have to leave the house? I mean, I wear a skirt yesterday, but that's because I was out of leggings. When I went to Singapore, I spent more time trying snacks and food than anything else. I think most of my photos are of food as well. Now, see, that's good. That's real good. I don't get out of the car for drop off and pick up. I could stay in my PJs if I want to. There you go. Joanna probably went home and was like, so that American girl I met turned down my tea. No, she didn't. She didn't. And I had coffee. It's not like I didn't drink anything while I was there, all right? I just clearly had a lot to learn, which just means I need to go to Scotland again and make it up to her and just like, all right, so I have since learned my lesson. By the way, if anybody's wondering, these are the Sleechy metallic gel pens. You can type !Sleechy in chat if you want to take a look at them. You know, I'll show up with all my David's tea and my fancy strainers and, you know, my kettle and be like, look, I've learned a few things. I am ready to have the tea. And I've been taught how to make it. I'm probably going to butcher it, but I am ready to have the tea. And I'll call it the tea. Shalaz telepathy. I know, right? I like it. See, that means you're well connected. British chocolate has higher fat and cocoa content, whereas American chocolate has more sugar. Oh gosh, well, I probably love British chocolate better then. All right, well, I officially need to try and hunt down some British chocolate and Australian chocolate. Okay, so now what we need to do, we're gonna work on the inside of this a little bit, okay? So let's zoom out just a tad here. You can see the whole thing. What are we thinking? Let's see, did I do that? You know what? I missed some stuff on here. Hang on. Okay, so I don't know if you can see, but I put a little bit darker shadow. And this is what happens when I come back to this after having not worked on it. We're gonna use the dark sepia, and we're gonna add a little bit of a darker shadow on the right-hand side. Add a bit of a darker shadow here. Okay, you want to know something weird that I kind of like too? You don't see them around often, and it's probably an American thing. but they're called Dibs, and it's kind of like drops of ice cream. I like the crunchy ones because it's got like a layer of, they're dipped in chocolate, so they're like these little chocolatey ice cream bites with like a crunch layer on the outside of them. They're pretty good. All right, and then we're going to take a little bit of it here. Give this a little bit more of a shadow as well. I'll look up at chat in just a second. Let's see. Gonna have to head out now. Have a good evening, everyone. I joined the Facebook page. I look forward to watching again. Awesome, KO. We'll see you around. How amazing was Satay by the Bay? When Mom and I went to Singapore last year, that was my favorite place to eat. Oh, that's awesome. So I'll tell Johanna and the Queen, I've been training you. You should allow you back for a visit. Thank you, Lozzie. Thank you. I have to redeem myself and be like, all right, tea, let's do this. Got the tea. My taste buds have been trained. I have been informed. Love dark chocolate, really dark. Dark chocolate, like, especially even if it's really dark, it's a little bit bitter, but Steve likes dark chocolate. Don't you, Steve?
What?
Steve likes dark chocolate.
Dark chocolate's the best chocolate.
I wouldn't say it's the best chocolate.
It's the best chocolate. Dark chocolate's the best chocolate.
Mister now. I wouldn't say it's the best chocolate. Steve clearly feels very strongly about chocolate. Just got Linda Ravenscroft's 6th book in the mail. Oh, yay! Both countries make good chocolates, just your preference. Amazon sells Dibs. Really? How do they keep it cold? It's funny, like, in town here, like, if I go get them, I can't get them at our local grocery store, but I can get them at our local Walgreens. It's really funny. Shannon says, Steve, no! Oh no, even Lozzie hates dark chocolate. Hi, Patty!
Rude.
Alright, let's see. Green gold again, just a little bit. See, like I said, this was a small space, but we used many, many pencils to kind of get the look that we wanted.
How does chat feel about spicy food?
Spicy food. I'm gonna guess it's pretty even across the board. All right, chat, how do you feel about spicy food? I'd love to see the stream. Emily has tea with the Queen. Oh my god, I'd love to just have tea with the Queen. That'd be amazing. Actually, I don't know. I might be too scared to have tea with the Queen. I would probably have a tea faux pas. Are you supposed to stick out your pinky when you have tea with the Queen? Like, you know, here, let's put this here. Stick out the pinky. Is that a thing, or is that just like actually offensive? Is this like a swear, having your pinky out? I have no idea. I feel like I totally mess it up. There's a great site to order English tea, snacks, and candy for good prices. Flat rate of $5.95 shipping. It's called English Tea Store. Steve, can you remember that for me? English Tea Store?
I remember everything.
Steve does remember everything. Let's see. Has Steve been doing any more coloring lately? We discussed him streaming tonight, actually. But I knew I wanted to do the Schpirerr Farben, so Steve may be back sooner than we think. Cadbury in America has gone really downhill. The true Cadbury, it got bought out. It's not the true Cadbury, from what I remember. It's not the true Cadbury. Hi, Molly. You eat dark chocolate every day. The spicier the better, Rosemary says. Sherry says no. Belinda has thumbs up the spicy. Let's see. Patty says nope for spicy. Willow says mild only for me. Love spicy food. Had spicy pad thai for dinner. Ooh, that sounds good. Pad thai in general. We need to find a good pad thai place in town that's just pad thai with like the glass noodles. I like my laksa to melt my insides. What is laksa? Ellen says no spicy. Huh, how funny. I wonder what,
Hey, what do you like?
Me? You know I don't like spicy food. Okay, now chat can know I can't do spicy food. It's just, I can't do it. Perhaps. Falling asleep on the keyboard? Maybe. But see, Lozzie, I needed you. Love spicy food. Robin loves spicy food.
Good,
Shara says medium spice.
I'm sad I don't get spicy food.
You can eat spicy. You add everything to it. You like add hot sauce and red pepper
Bye,
flakes.
chat.
Steve says bye. Sorry, Steve. Hate spicy food. Love using spices, but they have to be mild. See, Alazi, I'm with you. I made myself eat a lot of spicy food before going to Indonesia to get my stomach ready. As long as it has flavor and not just spice, I'm okay. See, I don't like it if, like, it literally makes my lips burn. Like, if it's causing me physical pain, I don't enjoy it. All right, dark sepia. And, like, really spicy food. Like, literally, I don't understand. Part of it, I think, is genetics. Like, you know, I think some people are more predisposed to being able to handle spicy food, but I just can't. I just can't. From your mother? Oh no. Got hot sauce in my bag. Swag. I love laksa and anything coconut. Okay, so what is laksa? Oh, right there, Biddy says. Laksa is a spicy curry soup with various meat and noodles from Malaysia. Come color soon, Steve. Yes, Steve will be back soon. Steve will be back soon. Perhaps we can get Steve to color some Doctor Who. Steve, I agree. Dark chocolate is numero uno. Yeah, I don't know. I like milk chocolate to be sure, but just with the sweetness and sugariness, I have to be careful. But I am very intrigued. Okay, so Steve will remember that name because I have since forgotten. It was English Tea Store? Is that what it was called? $5.95 shipping is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay. So I'm just coloring kind of a little bit of this dark sepia straight across because this is going to be the darkest point of this. And these little fronds are going to be gold also. So we're just getting that in here. And if you use your gel pen like me, make sure that it's dry before you draw your hand across it because that can happen. Yes, another, the cookie bearer has left. Yes, cookie bearer has left. Nope, nope, nope. Negative on the dark chocolate. See, now I need cookies too. I'm always so hungry after I do stream. I want to watch Emily and Belinda fuss and struggle with them tiny houses. Oh my goodness, those were so tiny, so tiny. Okay, Bister. I do have another tiny house I need to do. Actually, I was thinking, because I need to finish the other one, and there were some parts of the tiny house that I think my daughter could do. So I was thinking about letting her work on the pink house that we got for her. And then I could try and finish mine up while she works on hers. I don't know. It might be a little bit too difficult for her. But it would allow her to work on it. For sure. Let's see. Shannon Ditto. I left you hanging before. I'm sorry. Oh, you left a high five hanging? Oof, rough. Have you guys seen David Tennant reading the Highway Rat for Save the Children? I haven't. I've missed something by David Tennant? Okay, well, I gotta go look that up. Is it on YouTube? Or is it like on a podcast somewhere? If you're eating chocolate, it should not be good for you. Okay, that's fair. I don't like spicy food as a rouleb, but I do eat sweet Italian sausage in my spaghetti. Ah, there you go. Yeah, I can't do spice. I'm not a huge fan. Like we have Steve made a like chili verde chicken over rice tonight, and that was about, and it's like green chili sauce, and that was about the extent of my spicy. Like when I make enchiladas, I use green chilies just because they're mild. Like my spice has to be mild. Like I can't do it otherwise. It was all those letters got us all shook up for a minute. I know, right? See, this is why I need you. White Diamond, I don't know if you fell asleep, I don't know if you fell asleep on your keyboard, but you spammed a bunch of random letters. Don't watch him. Oh, Belinda, too late. I had to stop watching it. Like, I couldn't finish that season. It made me so sad. It made me so sad. Like, and it's funny, we're using green gold right now. It made me so sad just to see him as a villain, but I saw this article, or no, it was an interview, and they asked him, they said, they asked him, how do you think your fans are going to feel about you playing, such a dastardly villain? And he's like, well, I'd like to think they'd be happy for me to try other things and, expand it, but I'm like, but a bad guy? I mean, he was a really bad guy. It made me so sad. I'm like, no! David Tennant, why? But the problem is he plays such a good bad guy. He's so good at playing the bad guy. He can do a really creepy voice, and he just, why does he have to be so good? I mean, on the Angels and Demons one, yeah, he played the demon, but he was still kind of a good guy. It broke my heart a little bit. I'm not gonna lie, it did. It broke my heart just a little bit. Right, Belinda? Right? He did. He played it so well. He played it too well. I mean, it says something to his ability. I mean, there was Broadchurch, but he wasn't even really a bad guy. He was just a sad guy on Broadchurch, you know? But, oh, he was so evil on Jessica Jones, and it made me so sad. But also, he's such a good actor. We're using light chrome yellow. Just like, no. Like, when you first saw him on the show and you realize he's the bad guy, it just, I literally had to pause the episode and make a serious decision as to whether or not I was going to be able to continue watching that. Like, is this going to ruin Doctor? And I'm not going to lie. It didn't ruin it, but I definitely watch David Tennant, or at least right after. I haven't seen it in ages. I definitely watched him with a little bit, I saw him differently, you know? Let's see. What did I see? Yes, you have. I've done that before. Oh, I've done it before. It's gonna just say yes. How do I draw when I have art block? Anything I draw ends up trash, and that's just sad. Oh, I'm sure. Oh no! Pencils down! We have pencils down! Okay, I've saved the pencils. They landed in my lap, and one was a gel pen. Sometimes if I'm stuck, I will do something different, White Diamond. I'll do something different, or maybe I'll look on Instagram or something to get inspiration for something else. He played a villain in Goblet of Fire. Yes, but I saw Goblet of Fire before I saw Doctor Who, and he played such a short role, it wasn't as traumatic. If anything, Doctor Who redeemed him from playing the villain in Goblet of Fire. So, yeah, I saw Goblet of Fire before Doctor Who. What kind of gel pens is best in your opinion? It depends on the kind of gel pens that you want and the look that you're going for. If you're doing metallic gel pens, I highly recommend the Sleechy metallic gel pens. If you want glitter, the Arteza glitter gel pens are the way you want to go. If you are wanting something that's just a solid color, you will be fine with any of the Arteza line. These ones I find are more almost like ballpoint pens. These ones are good though. This one, and it's got two sets of colors. These are the vintage gel pens, and these are the 14 Vibrant Colors retractable gel pens. I prefer these ones for solid colors over these ones, and honestly I think these ones were upgrades from this, because I don't even know if they have these ones on Arteza anymore. But yes, for metallic gel pens, Sleechy metallic gel pens all the way. They do have a metallic ones, but they don't, in comparison, I prefer the Sleechy. But the Arteza glitter gel pens, easily the best glitter gel pen I've used. Let's see. David is precious. Yes, exactly. Okay, I gotta catching up here. Hold on. According to David Tennant, the rule for being evil is doing an upper crust English accent. Yes, I've heard that. Yes, awesome actor, but yeah, it takes away from Dr. Carey. Exactly. What show are we talking about? He was evil in Jessica Jones. My favorite thing I've watched him in is Broadchurch. Let's see, which show do you think? Oh, right. Jessica Jones, yes. I forget he's Scottish all the time because he always does an English accent. I know, which makes that episode with Rose when he has to pretend to be Scottish even more hilarious. Let's see, anything with that David doing it. Time to bring your sketchbooks up from here and turn on my light because I'm going to try and draw. Awesome. You've never seen Jessica Jones? Okay, Kenny, if you love David Tennant, don't watch it. I like the Arteza glitter gel pens, yes. Not call him that. He's our precious one. I know, right? Shannon, that David dude. No, he's precious. My precious. I know, right? I love that y'all pay attention. Oh, yeah. David Tennant, man. Yeah, it saddened me to see him in that role. I had to recover from it a little bit. Okay, Ivory here. Yeah, it made me a little sad. It took me a little bit to be able to, I mean, I can enjoy it now because I've kind of forgotten about that role a little bit. It's not as fresh in my mind, but still, oh, so sad. I'm like, no, why are you so good at this? David, why? Broken women's hearts all around the world. Because he wanted to play a villain. I mean, I get wanting to expand your, actor's suitcase, whatever, but... And Rose doing her attempt at Scottish, he's like, no, don't do that. I know, right? No, Kenny, don't watch Jessica Jones. If you have any love for David Tennant, don't watch it. What? Shannon! Shannon. Okay, so I've been debating about this for a little bit, for these little circles. It would be so easy to do these little circles in gel pen, but I feel like it would take away from the rest of this. So literally, I've thought about this a lot. So we're actually gonna do pencil for the circle. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, but I'm not gonna go any closer than this because I don't want to go out of camera for this. So we're going to be using less pencils for this because it's such a small, tiny spot. The numbers, however, we'll probably use gel pen. And then we're gonna do, but we'll do that last because we're gonna do a light gold sketch on the inside. Favorite companion is Donna. Donna is a breath of fresh air after he and Rose separate, and then you got Martha and everything. Yes, Donna is a breath of fresh air. Let's see. Love Rose. Yeah, I'm just looking for an accents to my coloring page. Thanks. Of course, yes. It's perfect for accents. So I would go with the Sleechy. You could have exclamation point Sleechy. And I forget what the Arteza gel pen one is, but yes, metallic Sleechy, hands down. If we got Sammy to watch it, we can do the same for you. Exactly. Jason Momoa is way better and hotter. Okay. All right. Yes, Jason Momoa is a sexy, sexy beast. I will just leave it at that. But he and David are two very different kinds of good looking. But yeah. Yeah, I mean, I watched Aquaman. I mean, who are we kidding? Yeah, Jason Momoa, he is something special. Love you, Steve, by the way. Just throwing that out there randomly in the midst of all these hot guy talks. I have the Duck Lord in my bathroom. Let's see. Not a Whovian, but David Tennant is pretty nice to look at. Like his normal voice. Oh, yeah. I mentioned he has great hair. Oh, thanks, Rosemary. Melinda gets to join the BBC Club. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are going to use the dark sepia. We're going to use the green gold, and we're going to use light chrome yellow, okay? All right, so we're gonna start with sepia. We're gonna do a little bit on the left-hand side. We could switch it up as we go around, but honestly, I'm probably just gonna keep left-hand side all the way throughout. We'll see how we go. But it's a small space. Feel free to sharpen your pencils as you're doing this. But yeah. Don't go too far into it because it is small. Sherry. Need Doctor Who trivia now? I know, right? I should. When I color the Doctor Who page, I'm going to find me some Doctor Who trivia. And yeah, I would be all over that. I actually might be pretty decent at Doctor Who trivia. But not if we get like super specific, like maybe names of episodes. I don't know names of episodes, but I can tell you what happens in episodes. Like easy. What is happening? Rose, then Donna for you. Oh, yeah, most definitely. You imagine he has great... No, I mean, like, not imagine. Yes, he does have great hair. Is Doctor Who over or is it still going on? It's still going on, Shannon. We are with the 13th Doctor right now. Jodie... Oh, what's her last name? Lozzie, help me out. It's Jodie... No, you know what? I'm naturally just sticking to the left side. We'll just do the left side all the way around. Jodie something or other is playing the Doctor right now. We finally have a female Doctor. She's not my favorite. I felt like her first season was very political, but after seeing his hair while reading Save the Children. So, are you talking about the long hair? Because he had that long hair for a show, and yeah, I gotta tell you, it's long right now because of quarantine and stuff, but he also did a play a while back. He went on Graham Norton's show and he had like a ponytail. I gotta say, David Tennant in a ponytail is not my favorite. Not my favorite. I can tell you right now, I would lose Doctor Who trivia. Well, you gotta study up, Willow. You gotta study up. Yeah, his hair at the moment needs a little bit of help. Good gracious, how many seasons? Well, I mean, if you count original Doctor Who, I think there's a statistic that says that Doctor Who is one of the longest running shows in the UK. I think like soap operas like come in a close second, but Doctor Who, if you count all of the seasons, it's pretty long running. I don't think they're going to end anytime soon. I felt like when Jeffrey Dean Morgan played Horrible Negan on The Walking Dead. Okay, so I've only seen bits and pieces of The Walking Dead. I get the premise and everything that's going on, but I can't do apocalyptic kind of stuff. Apocalyptic, zombies, like I just can't do it. I have too many apocalyptic nightmares. Like I just can't do it. So if I'm watching something, it's like, nope, this is gonna stress me out. And no kidding, I watched Gosh, what was that post-apocalyptic movie with Will Smith? I Am Legend. No joke. That gave me nightmares for weeks. I mean, I'm a grown adult, and I just can't do it. I can't do it. Let's see. Where am I supposed to start? I would start not with the old Shannon, but I would start with the first season of the newer stuff. Christopher Eccleston played, he would be the 9th Doctor. So start there. It's going to be a little cheesy, but start there, and it gets so much better as time goes on. There's so many to watch, so start there. That's when you'll first meet Rose, and then Christopher Eccleston was only on for 1 season, and then it was David Tennant's turn, and then you have Matt Smith, and then you have I don't remember the older guy's name, but anyway, yeah, start with the first season with Christopher Eccleston as the Doctor. Is it cheesiest thing you've ever seen? Well, how did you watch all of it? Are you all caught up, Sherry? Because yeah, the earlier stuff was cheesy. They also have to think, like, they didn't have a huge budget to, you know, film this, so, you know, they're working within their budget. He's hot as Negan. Start with Christopher Eccleston. Yes, exactly. Find out where and then to watch Doctor Who, and please tell me. Kenny, it is on HBO Max now. It used to be on Amazon, but it got moved to HBO Max, sadly. I haven't seen any since they moved it there because I need to get HBO Max. But yeah, they moved it. Sounds good, Melissa. Have a great night. Wonderful movie, I Am Legend. It gave me nightmares. I can't watch it anymore. It's too scary. 9th Doctor, start there, exactly. I would suggest you not watch the new It movies. Yeah, I cannot do horror. Peter Capaldi. Thank you, Lazzy. Yeah, I cannot do horror. Horror scares the crap out of me. Like, I can't do scary movies. You know, like when I was younger and we go to a friend's house and we watch, you know, some sort of horror, somebody's out to murder everybody kind of thing. It scares the crap out of me. I cannot. He's super hot, but so evil. My other half and I went into I Am Legend not realizing there were zombies involved. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the 2005 season. I just got BritBox and I was going to ask the same thing. Yeah, I think the older Doctor Who is on BritBox, but not the newer. Plus, it's family-friendly show. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it would probably scare my kids, but they're too young. Okay, Green Gold. That's 15 years! Yeah, you better get started, Shannon. Come on, we got the trivia. I'm going to bring the Doctor Who trivia when we color the Doctor Who page. So, you know, you got to study up. You got to start binge watching. A lot to catch up on. And it's so glorious. I mean, and then there's the Torchwood spinoff. I mean, there is no unending shortage of Doctor Who material to watch. Okay, follow this around here. It's the best series I can watch anywhere within the seasons to get hooked against. Are you talking about Doctor Who or are you talking about Walking Dead? You would lose your mind. They even scared me. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I don't do horror. Too scary. Yep, me either. If it's going to give me physical nightmares, I just can't. I am very much the kind of person. One, I don't like suspense. I like to be able to know what's going to happen at the end. I have absolutely no problem finding out who's the one that dies. Like, I looked up reviews. Oop, not that. For the last Marvel movie, Endgame Part 2, because I wanted to know who died. I cannot stand suspense. I enjoy a movie so much more if I know what's going to happen. And yeah, so I want a happy ending. I want to know what's going to happen, and I do not like it's too much. It is absolutely too much. I can't do it. Like trying to start watching Grey's Anatomy. Oh, I know. With Grey's Anatomy, you have to start at the beginning. Otherwise, you have no idea what's going on. I enjoy horror movies, but I don't like slasher movies. Spooky and supernatural monster movies are great, though. It's funny. They categorize Buffy under, like, a horror category, too. I'm like, I mean, I suppose I get that, but it's too, like, the horror aspect is too cheesy to take seriously. Okay, I'm clearly pressing too hard. Okay. Just doing a little bit of this green gold here. I always forget about the middle part of the pocket watch. Like, I see the rest and I'm thinking, oh, we're almost done. It's like, oh, no, you forgot this whole middle part. It's like, ew. My bad. Just a little bit of light chrome yellow to it. I am pushing too hard, chat. I'm pushing too hard. Almost. There we go. Okay, and you could do this with gel pen. I just opted not to. David Tennant only goes up to season 4 though, Shannon, so you don't have to carry on after that if you don't want to. I like Matt Smith now, but having loved David Tennant so much, I had a really hard time adjusting to Matt Smith. I did. Yeah, I have to watch from the beginning. I watched Clara and a bit of Peter Capaldi, but gave up after that. It's gone downhill now. Yeah, I keep up on it, but let's see. Binge watching could kill someone. Love Buffy. I am not a control freak. I like what I like. That's comedy, like Sharknado. There you go. I met Danny on my millionth rewatch. I was stopped because I ain't ready for it to begin. Let's see. All emotions raging through you. Okay, so you know what I think I might do? I might just lightly now take the light chrome yellow and just color straight across. Just lightly. I don't want to go too bright. Lightly, lightly, lightly. I don't like suspense. That's all. I like to know what's going to happen. Matt Smith was good, but he suffered by coming straight after David Tennant. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. I really like Matt Smith, but I don't like the writing where the series started heading. Yeah, see, Amy's character bothered me. I think I liked Rory better than I liked Amy. Not big on the BBC stuff, though. Not saying it's bad, just not my cup of tea. No, that's fair. That's fair. Okay, let's do the inside now. Okay. Let's turn this a little bit more so we can see it right side up. All right, so we're going to go ahead and grab our Dark Sepia 175. Okay, we're going to go real light here because I just want this to be kind of a nice light background. If you wanted to, you could use a Posca pen or a white gel pen or something to place like a single line on the side that would be like a nice highlight. We might still do that. Let's see. Same Willow, he would have benefited from better scripts and better companions. Most definitely. Like Clara. Clara was a great companion. If they had started with her, that would have been way better. A little something on my paper. I have just color over it. Let's see. Other half is like you, though. He is not a fan of horror movies either, but I got him to watch the Alien movies and the first Predator. He doesn't mind. See, I couldn't do it. You know I tease, right? Always teasing. I know. Yes, love Rory. See, exactly. Like personally, I think he could have done better than Amy. I do feel like a little redemption for Amy, though. This is out of focus a little bit. In the very last episode, I don't want to spoil or anything, but I feel like the very last episode with Rory and Amy was pretty decent. I grew up with Doctor Who, but I couldn't sleep for 3 nights after watching Night of the Living Dead by George Romero. Give me true crime stuff and I'm there. Oh, funny. I watched Matt Smith first, got hooked by dinosaurs on a spaceship. That'll do it. You would love the, if you're going to get a Doctor Who book, then you should get the red one because there is a picture to color with Matt Smith riding the Triceratops. Claire's good, but I didn't really feel connected to her like I did Donna and Rose. Oh, most definitely. You know, I think for Donna, you felt not sorry for her, but like she was the underdog in the sense, you know, her mom was always ragging on her, you know, like she just had the worst luck, and it's just like, oh, and because you didn't have to but because you weren't wrapped up in like a romantic aspect with her and David Tennant, it's like you could almost enjoy her character that much more. So yeah, I mean, there were times that she mildly annoyed me, but otherwise as a character she was great. Let's see. I watched Clara the other day. Was sad. Was the sad one with Pink? Oh yeah. I hate horror, but The Walking Dead isn't horror to me. The people's behavior is worse than the zombies. That's fair. Been excited for the face of this to be colored. Well, we're doing it now. I don't even know what time it is. 10:18. We'll keep going. I want to jinx it, but the internet has been friggin' fabulous tonight. Knock on wood. Yeah, we're gonna turn a bit more. He just wanted a mate. A mate. I'm not gonna mate with you, sunshine. A mate. Yeah, that's pretty good. He's hilarious. I mean, to be fair, Martha never stood a chance. She came on like right after Rose. Well, technically Donna came on right after Rose, and then Martha, and then Donna again. I'm really glad they brought her back. Oh, you meant Oculus. Gotcha, gotcha. People are the Rim Monsters. That is true. That is true. Sure, all of a sudden I couldn't take The Walking Dead. I just got so scared from it. Laza, you want a what? Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. Belinda, where are you at in the series now? How much more have you watched? Okay. So we're going to probably go back darker with this for now, but we're going to leave it where it's at, and we're going to go to Bister. I like Martha more after she stopped being a permanent companion. Yes, Lozzie, yes, because that's when she stopped mooning over the doctor. Like, I don't blame her. I mean, I probably would have too, but the Dr. Donna. Yep, awesome, awesome. Then you're in a good part. You're in a good part. Okay, so Bister. Love the Dr. Donna. And the Ood. The Ood were kind of gross. But no more gross than, the Absorbaloff. The Absorbaloff grosses me out. The page that we're going to do has an Absorbaloff on it. I'm just going to have to stomach it and get past it. And I'm going to be coloring straight over these things because we're going to go over the numbers and the little ticks here with gel pen. I've watched it 3 or 4 times over. Ah, okay, okay, okay. I don't watch horror like sci-fi, fantasy, natural disasters. That's fair, that's fair. Dr. Donna is peak Doctor Who. Oh, agreed, Willow, agreed. Yeah, it's absolutely awesome. So many things I want to quote, but I like want to default into an accent, but I know I'm going to butcher the accent, so it's just, it's too good. It's too good. I do wish I could smell applegrass though, like on New Earth. We watch it randomly. We pick up a season and a number and watch. Oh, nice. Dr. Donna was wizard. Yeah. Isn't that wizard? Yeah. That is good stuff. Good stuff. Bister, still using Bister here. We're just kind of easing into the gold color because I wanted to have a gold background, but you also keep in mind, like there's technically glass over the top of this, so it's not going to be nearly as bright of gold as the outside of the watch is. Truth be told, even no matter, like as long as we color like this bits and this bits, we'd probably be fine with stopping this page after that because this whole section showed you how to color the rest of this. So we probably will stop with this page after we finish the pocket watch. Just because I also want to be able to finish, I want to finish the Hermione page as well. So I'm using this Bister all the way up until these lines. I'll look at chat here in just a second. Let's see. It took me 3/4 to see one before I went back after that. It was just too much. The only thing I like about Doctor Who is the dealers. I think that's how you spell it. The dealers? Trying to think. Oh, welcome to our Coloring Channel, Sheila Edmond. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for subscribing. Wazzy, I'm so confused with what everyone is saying. I don't watch anything now but YouTube. Are these Polychromos? No, yes. Sorry. We were using the Schpirerr Farbens earlier. Yes, these are Polychromos. Hashtag confused. Yes, of course, Sherry. So Star Wars, Star Trek, or Stargate? Haven't seen Stargate. Star Trek, yes. Star Wars, also yes. Star Trek over Star Wars, though. It's not fair to you. I don't need to kill them that way. I was mad. Stargate 1. Me either, Belinda. That's when I stopped. Glenn broke my heart. Oh. Okay, now green gold. And again, we're just going over, I always take the color and kind of lay it over the colors I did previously because it helps with the blend, especially when we're doing something as light as we are. And since we're going to use gel pen over the numbers, it's just fine that we are coloring over everything here. Just enjoy it being a circle and just fill in the space. Let's see, when coloring head to hair with Prism, is it good to burnish with white? I would would say yes, because a lot of red hair isn't naturally bright red. I think it depends on the colors you are choosing to use with your red hair. But burnishing with white also helps to blend it a little bit. So if it were me, I probably would, but I'd have to see what colors I was using to decide how much and where I was going to burnish it with white. Aw, thanks, Sherry. Oh, Daleks. Yes, Daleks. Okay, yeah, Daleks. You almost got it right. It's D-A-L-E-K-S. Yes, Daleks. Even the actors are mad. They don't know who gets till the week of. Oh, who gets it till the week of. Gotcha. Star Wars all the way. Star Wars is something I enjoy. Star Trek is something I can watch over and over again. I love Next Generation. That's probably my favorite. My least favorite is DS9. I felt like the acting needed some work, except for Odo. I really liked Odo. Let's see. I like Voyager. It probably goes, if I were to place them in order, I would probably say Next Generation, Voyager, DS9, and then Enterprise. That's probably the order I would put them in. My husband loves DS9 though. That's his favorite. Steve likes DS9. Okay, still using that green gold. Go. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, white is good. Also colorless blender. If I was going to use a colorless blender though, I would prefer the Caran d'Ache Luminance colorless blender rather than the Prismacolor blender. I find that the Prismacolor blender is a little too scratchy for my taste. Let's see. I don't want to dull the red. It definitely would a little bit. Yeah, if you can, buy singles of the Caran d'Ache Luminance colorless blender for sure. Now, that being said, I did a whole page using just Tuscan Red of the Prismacolor and the Prismacolor colorless blender. So it can be done. I just find that it's a little scratchy. Yeah, exterminate. Colorless blender, yeah, then yes. Callus, there you go. Mine is mostly brown and blonde with enough red to be auburn. There you go. All right, light chrome yellow now. Again, we're gonna kind of go over what we did previously, but we also want to go light because this is a much brighter yellow than the other ones, so we don't want to overwhelm it too much. So nice and light, and then we'll probably go over it one more time. I want to get a little bit more darkness around the edge here. So we're gonna do the yellow for a little bit here. Nice light colors. And with the numbers here, we're going to go over it with gel pens. We might add a little bit more definition to the pointers here, but we're using such light colors, it still doesn't matter that we're going over it a little bit. Let's see. Love Bashir and O'Brien bromance. Yeah. Saying goodnight early. Thanks for a great stream. Sounds great. Can you get some rest? Excellent impression of a Dalek there, Emily. I try, Lozzie. I try. I'm gonna watch this back and regret it. I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I sound like an idiot. But who was your favorite adversary on Doctor Who? Ooh, that is a good one, Michelle. Okay, we're gonna use Ivory. Favorite adversary. The Silence was pretty good. The Silence was pretty good. We're just covering this whole part here now. Let's see, the Silence and obviously the Daleks, the Cybermen, those are classic. The Silence was pretty good. But the guys with the nomads that you couldn't see, and it was just that much more satisfying when they finally caught them. Yeah, probably the Silence. I accidentally over-ordered Caran d'Ache blenders. I have like 10 packs. No, that's no such thing. No such thing as over-ordering. Missy. Oh, that's right. Missy is good. I do like Missy. Yeah, I like Missy. Missy's good. Also, yeah, Shara, nope, no such thing. You ordered just the right amount. You could order 100 boxes and it would be perfect because they're absolutely wonderful. Silence is good. Okay, let's see. We're going to go ahead and grab our sepia again. I need a lot of practice with coloring lightly. I have such a hard, fast hand. You know, the best way to do it is just to like get a sheet of paper and just, you know, go lightly and try blending it, not even coloring anything. Maybe overly blessed. Yes, there you go. There you go. No, Lozzie, why didn't you like Missy? I preferred her over the Master. If I have to choose one, definitely preferred her over the Master. Okay, so a little bit more. But here's the thing, is I'm just going to go darker on one side so that it shows a little bit of depth here. So I'll show you what I mean here in just a sec. I want to get a little bit of definition here. You hold your pencil far back? Yeah, holding it far back will definitely help. Are you guys talking about pencil kind or liquid kind? It's a pencil kind. Here, let me, let's see. I have one out here. Hang on, let me see if I can find mine here. Ah, here it is. Okay, so I have this in the pencil extender because the only thing is these are prone to breakage because it's just the stuff. But this is essentially what it looks like, except imagine a longer pencil. But yeah, the Caran d'Ache blender is, I'm twisting it the wrong way, is by far my favorite versus, let's see, here we go. Okay, this is the Prismacolor colorless blender, and this is the Caran d'Ache one. Much prefer it. Oh, Vashta Narada. Yeah. Yeah, okay, I changed mine. Vashta Narada was pretty good. Pretty good. She annoyed you? It's a woodless full blender in pencil form. Yeah, I would recommend putting it in a pencil extender if you have it, just to give it some extra support. But yeah, I highly recommend. I know that was blurry here. Sorry. The only thing is it's, you know, it's much rounder, but still. I find that the colorless blender just kind of scratches things and just sort of shift things around. Thins out the pigment almost. Try hold them further back. I struggle with markers. I can't color lightly with markers. It's the strangest thing. Oh, the Weeping Angels as well. Oh, I forgot about the Weeping Angels. I don't know. The Vashta Narada is pretty... Because the Vashta Narada, like the Weeping Angels, you look at them and, you know, that's a thing. But they are still pretty creepy. Yeah, they're pretty creepy. Like, I really like the episode with Martha and the doctor where you kind of meet the Weeping Angels. That's a good episode, too. With Sally Shipton? No. Sally... Is it Shipton? Or maybe Shipton was the name of that officer that she liked. But yeah, with Sally. That was a good one. The angels are pretty ruthless. Yeah, yeah, that's what I was talking about. The wibbly wobbly timey wimey stuff. Exactly. You sharpen the blender when you need to sharpen. See, I have, this is all I have left of it. And so it's like I don't sharpen unless I have to. I need to get some more. Wait, what is that blender? I'm going to need you to demonstrate. Well, how about I do that at the end here? I'll use the Prismacolor and I'll show you. I can do Prismacolor and Faber-Castell. Yeah, when I'm done with this watch face. And I'll just tell you right now, like as far as the chain and the knob goes, it's going to be the same kind of gold that we used here. And same thing, the circles on here are going to be the same kind of thing we did with the circles here. And then the chain in between, I was just going to use gel pen. So it's pretty easy there. So we'll finish off the face here, and then I will show you what I do with the blenders. So if anybody's watching this back, yeah, just do the same thing with the knob that I did with the gold on the outside, and the balls with the chain on here, do the same thing that I did with the inside. You know, same technique, same colors, all that good stuff. Then I'll show you the difference between the blenders. Using a couple different brands of pencils, that way you can tell. Sparrow, thank you. Yeah, Sally Sparrow. Shipton was the name of the police officer. She accidentally said her name, Sally Shipton, and then they both got all embarrassed. It was cute. Made me a little bit sad she didn't end up with him. Regular blending stumps work? Not in the same way these will. I'll also grab some regular blending stumps and show you. Okay, Bister. This is just going to kind of be darker on the left side here. Don't want want it to be nearly as dark as the outside. Yeah, Caran d'Ache full colorless blender. I don't think I even have a link for that one, so if the mods wanted to grab an Amazon link for that one, that would probably be helpful so she knows to get the right one. It usually comes in a pack of 2. I need to get some more. Super handy. Okay. Aw, thanks, Lozzie. All right, now we're gonna grab green gold. I still cannot get over how pretty Laura's new sticker is. So, so pretty. After stream, I'll put it up with my other stickers, but I hadn't put it up yet because I wanted to show it to you guys. It's not too different, but when you step back and look at it, you'll be able to see there's a clear difference where it's a little bit darker on this side, a little bit lighter over here. You have the paper kind? Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and grab light chrome yellow. Again, we're just going real light. I'm barely putting any pressure. You know what I should put together? I should put together, grab all of the pencil brands that I have and put together a combination of gold that works with the samples next to them. So you have gold, or maybe we could just do a stream one time showing how to do all the different gold combinations that I have. Would that be something you guys are interested in? And then we can put, like, I can scan it in, like put it in as a worksheet in the files. Something that has... Aw, thanks, Robin. Mods here, meaning Shannon, because Lossie's too slow. Shannon's quick. Shannon's quick. All right, now we're going to use the ivory. And copper. I'll have to try with copper. I haven't done too much copper, but I could probably come up with some copper combinations. Okay. All right, so I think that's about all I want to do for that face. You could add a little bit more shadow to the side if you wanted to. But what's the price on it, Shara? I feel like I need to actually click that. I'm gonna click that link and I'm gonna save that. Get it for myself. Oh my gosh, it's only $6.53? Oh, and there's only 12 left in stock? I will order 2 of those. I'll just drop those in my cart real quick. Because I'm not shopping on Amazon while I'm streaming. I mean, what? Nothing. I didn't do anything. That's a really good price, chat. Yes, they have no clothes on, Shannon. Yes, please, on gold? Okay, okay. It's 4:30 a.m. Leave me alone. No judging, no judging. All right, we're gonna use dark sepia right here. And we're gonna use it here as well. Okay. That's almost the same as black. Yeah, with Amazon I get, you know, free shipping. Okay, let's see, Bister. Okay, and green gold. Okay. And then light chrome yellow. Bye, Belinda. Rest up. I hope you feel better soon. I'm sorry you've been feeling cruddy. That's no fun. The Nikki blender. Exactly. Such a lewd blender. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right, so now we are going to grab... I'm going to grab a drink of water here real quick. Okay, so here is what we're gonna do. We're gonna work left to right here so I don't smear this. But we are going to grab our gold Sleechy metallic gel pen, okay? And then we are going to grab our blue Sleechy metallic gel pen because I want to bring in a little bit of the blue. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. All right, so we're gonna start with blue here. Gonna get blue. Okay, we're just gonna do it on this one side first because otherwise I will smear it. Hi Jay, just got back. Everyone enjoying yourselves. Missed so much already. No worries, no worries. You can always walk or watch back. Okay, let's see. So now we're gonna fill in this with the gold Sleechy metallic gel pen. They are literally my favorite gel pen or favorite metallic gel pen in the whole wide world. Highly recommend them. They used to be a bit more expensive, but the price dropped on them, which is kind of nice. And they last forever, especially since I just usually use them for embellishment like this. I don't ever color a whole page with them. Two is gonna. You could go over all the black lines if you wanted to, but I'm just filling in the space right now. All right, now we're gonna use a little bit more blue here. There. Okay. This is gonna get gold there, I think. Yeah. That's gonna go there. 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 I'm just gonna say the word there before it sounds weird. Okay. Now, if you wanted to also, you could take the gold gel pen and go over these little nicks in between. If you wanted to. Okay. Blue and blue and blue. Okay. I'm not going to do it right now because this gold gel pen is still wet too. But like I said, you could also add, oh, that's pretty bright, isn't it? You could also add a white highlight kind of here in the corner. I would do like a, single line with maybe a little bit underneath. Or you could use I have the, like some white India ink. It's nice and opaque. So, yeah. All right. So like I said, with the chain and the little bauble on top, you would use the same gold technique that we used for the rest of the pocket watch. And same thing with the floral. Just go back and watch how I did the first part because all of this is essentially repeated. There's no new flowers here. So like here, you would still do the same kind of red flower, the kind of purplish ones, the sort of yellow flower. So I will finish this one at some point, but that shows you how to finish off the, thanks Jay, finish off the pocket watch. Like I said, you can add a white highlight, same gold here, same gold on the baubles, and then I was going to use probably pencil for this part, and then gold gel pen for the little bits in between. So if you're following along, that is a good way to finish it. But this is so beautiful. I'm gonna like the drawing itself. I think I'm gonna have a hard time not finishing it just because I really want to see what it looks like completed. So that is that for the pocket watch. We're gonna do a little blender comparison here so you guys can see how they work. But on Wednesday, we'll pick up with Harry Potter page. Yay! Because this is going to look really cool when it's done, I think. I don't know how long it's going to take us to finish it. Maybe we'll just do Hermione in the front, but I kind of feel like I want to do the whole page. Okay, so let us grab a piece of paper. Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself, Rosemary, but we're not quite done yet. We're going to do a couple little blending things here, okay? So let me grab a couple Prismacolors here. Let's see. Let's grab this and probably this. These, no, not that color. Let's do, oh my goodness, I can't see. Let's see. Lemon yellow? Yeah, let's grab lemon yellow. Okay, so those are our Prismacolor. Those are our Prismacolor. Thanks, Willow. All right. There's a lot on the hair. Yeah, I know. There is a lot on the Harry Potter page. I might have bitten off more than I can chew, but we'll see. Okay, and then let's grab, let's see. We've got dark phthalo green, light green, And we'll grab this cream. Okay, since we have the Schpirerr Farben out, let's grab the Schpirerr Farben. Okay, so let's grab these ones here and this one. I'm trying to do kind of the same, not the exact same colors, but the same general family. Since we're using the Caran d'Ache blender, let's grab some Caran d'Ache colors also. So let's grab this green and, gosh, I have some pretty short pencils here. That yellow, I need a light green. Go. Okay, and this one. Okay, I have blender pencil, but it hurts my hand. The paper stumps are so-so. Yeah, I think you would honestly love the Caran d'Ache blenders. And I don't know, probably leave Ergosoft out of this because I don't ever use blenders with it. Let me grab my paper stumps here. Hang on. Got this paper stump that came with the pastels. Okay, I'm just trimming off the last of the pastel that I put on here so it doesn't mix up. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna divide this into columns. So we've got, what did we choose? Four different kinds of pencils here. Okay. Night, Rosemary. And let's grab, grab a pencil, probably just a pencil. I don't even know if some of these have ink or don't. Let's just grab a pencil. That'll make it easier. Don't have lead? Yeah, we're good. Okay. So let's see. I don't know where my ruler's at, so we're just gonna grab a piece of paper for a straight edge. I know to sandpaper the stumps, but I find they clog easily. Oh yeah, most definitely. And I mean, it's probably shouldn't even recommend it because somebody's gonna like hurt themselves and be like, well, Emily told me to. But I just use my X-Acto knife to trim them, to be honest. Okay, so for those coming in or those watching, we are about to do a blender stump comparison / tutorial, I suppose. Okay, so let's see. Let's just draw a line here. This is not straight at all. Oh well, doesn't matter. It's impromptu. Okay. This is not even, but it doesn't matter. All right, so we are going to do the paper. This is really bright. Let's turn that down. Okay, so paper, stump, blender. Okay, then we have Caran d'Ache, dunce, colorless blender. Can't spell. My handwriting is atrocious. And then we have the Prismacolor colorless blender. Okay, and I have never gotten into using the liquids or anything like that, so I honestly cannot speak to their quality. All right, and then we've got 4 separate pencil types we're using. Okay, gosh, if I could just like, I swear if I planned this I would have like done an Excel spreadsheet or something. I like spreadsheets. Would have been even. All right, so this is going to be, okay, this is Prismacolor. Oh my gosh, can't spell. Okay, this is Lumis. This is, what do we have? We have Polys. And this is our Farbens, okay? Okay, so we got our little chart here. So here is what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab our Prismacolor first, and we're gonna put across the same kind of thing here. Rachel at Pencil Stashes, you cotton swabs? Cotton swabs could work. Yeah. Okay. I can very rough on my hands, yeah. All right, so we're gonna do a quick blend of these 3 colors here, okay? So I'm not gonna bother naming colors, just choose 3 colors, a light, a mid, and a dark, okay? I feel like I should throw in a white Prismacolor with this. No, you know, we're just doing blenders. We're just gonna leave it here. Gonna overcomplicate it. We all know that blending with a pencil at the top would work, so we're just doing basic blenders here. Okay, so if you're trying this at home, this is a much, oh, chartreuse, no wonder it was so bright. Okay, well, oh well, if you're trying this at home, just grab, I tried to grab 3 basic colors that were kind of the same throughout. A dark green, a light green, and a yellow. Okay, let's see, is this? Yeah, that's focus. Okay. Snazzy looking chart. Oh, I know, it's so fancy. It's so fancy. Official. My blending is just atrocious here, but it's okay. Okay. Now we could use a little bit more. This is what happens when I'm just trying to get it all down here. Okay. Yeah, I haven't used any of the liquids. All right, now we've got the Loomies. Oh, I forgot how nice it is. They're so buttery. I love Loomies. I get a little excited about my Loomies. I really should use them more often. I really should. I just don't want to go through them so fast. I had them for like 4 years. I want them to last another 4 without having to buy new ones. Oh, they're so nice. Mooning all over my... So you can see I did not do a very good blend there. Oh well. It'll be a good test for the blenders, right? You will see I use cotton swabs a lot. Yeah, it's fair. Just rub it in, Emily. Why don't you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. There's a reason I don't use them on Schpirerr because I know a lot of people don't have them. I mean, heck, if they hadn't been given as a gift, I wouldn't have them either. But that's why I'm very particular in how I use them and when I use them and what I use them in. All right, then we've got polys. Okay. Polys are really nice too. Now you can see clearly that I did not do a very good job blending these. So, you know, don't expect miracles with blender pencils, but it will show you kind of how they all work. And I'll zoom in when we get closer to it, okay? Right, and this one. And actually, I haven't used a blender pencil on the polys before. I guess I just never bothered because they're oil pencils. So that's gonna be the thing too, is that you know, using a wax-based blender on an oil pencil will be very interesting. Well, and it was a family gift. This was before I did any streaming, so it was somebody in my family. And so, yeah, and this was Christmas years ago. So it wasn't just like a, you know, now. It was many, many years ago. Now I say like 4. I guess it wasn't so many. Okay, now we're gonna do the Farbens. So actually this is good. We've got 2 wax-based pencils and 2 oil-based pencils. We'll see how they work. Okay. Got a habit, I'm like looking at what the name is. Gosh, these are nice pencils. Yeah, we're definitely going to use these for Doctor Who. Almost done. Okay. All right, now with the yellow. All right, so I'm actually gonna write that next to it here, okay? So we have wax, wax, oil, oil, okay? So these top ones are wax-based pencils. These two are oil-based pencils, okay? No, Shannon, you've been here long enough. I love these tangents. I love these tangents. Oh, thanks, Shara. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with the paper stump blender, and we will just go down the names here, okay? So we're gonna start with the Prismacolor color pencil. Yeah, a little bit, right? That one's light yellow. The Prismacolor one was lemon yellow. The Lumi one was also lemon yellow. And cream was the Faber-Castell one. Okay, so like I said, we're gonna use paper stump blender first. This was just the paper stump blender that came with my pastels. There are some kind of weaker ones. I've got some hot tip ones. Anyway, there's some weaker ones, but I find that these seem to be the best for the pastels. Okay, so let's go ahead and blend with the paper stump. Okay, I'm pressing pretty hard. It is moving it around. You can see I'm bringing some of that green into it, but I find it's a lot of work. That's a lot of work. Having to press pretty hard for that. All right, now let's try the paper stump. I've now turned it over so I'm not contaminated with the Prismacolor, but let's go ahead and use the paper stump on the Lumis now. Like I said, pressing pretty hard. It's not too bad, but when you get these darker lines, when you haven't allowed yourself to blend your pencils well enough, no amount of and so what I'm feeling here is I'm lifting off a lot of the pencil, and so I'm kind of thinning out the pigment a little bit. Okay, and like I said, I'm pressing pretty hard. Okay, now let's see. Let's just go to this side here that doesn't have much on it. Okay, so now we're going to use the paper stump on the polys. I don't know that it's going to do much. Doing a little bit, smoothing it out a little bit, but honestly, not much, which I really didn't expect it to, because these are, with wax, they tend to sit on the surface a little bit more than polys do. So not super impressed with the paper. Okay, let's find a side here. Okay, so this is for the Farbens now. It seems to be moving the Farbens around a little bit more than the polys, but again, I'm having to press really hard. So the amount of work I'm having to put into it for the result, not really worth it for me. So I'm gonna say paper stump blender, I would not recommend. All right, so I actually wanna save the Lumi blender for last. Let's move over to the Prismacolor colorless blender, okay? So this here is the Prismacolor. Okay, this is the Prismacolor swatch. So now we're gonna use the Prismacolor colorless blender, okay? Now, it does all right, but I find that it's kind of scratchy, and it has a tendency to, you're essentially just moving the pigment around. It kind of is taking off that top layer. I don't really like that. Okay, so that is the colorless blender there. Now we're going to use the colorless blender, the Prisma one, on the Luminance. Okay, moving it in circles here. It is blending it better than the paper stumps for sure, but still, you're essentially scraping off that top layer, which brings me to my next point. If you are using this Prismacolor colorless blender, save this for your last step, because you're going to be working with a whole different, you're also burnishing the paper, you're flattening all the tooth out of the paper, so it is going to be a lot harder for you to blend on top of this. You can a little bit, but yeah, I definitely recommend blending be your last step. All right, now we're gonna use I've wiped off the pigment from the two previous pencils. And so now we're gonna use the Prismacolor colorless blender pencil on the Polychromos. It's working a little bit. It's not bad. It's working better than I thought it would. But again, you're really just scraping off that top layer. You're kind of moving around a little bit, but you're really scraping off that top layer. I will say the good side about using like a white pencil is that it's going to be a little bit easier for you to work on top of that if you want to add more layers afterwards. Here, let's move this up just a little bit. There we go. All right, so now we're going to use this on the Schpirerr Farbens, okay? Same thing as before, kind of taking off that top layer, moving the pigment around, a little scratchy, but it is blending on some level. So it's not bad. I would say that this would work best, because this was only one layer. I would say this would work best maybe after 2 layers when you've had a chance to blend, not to mention there'll be more pigment to shift around. So if you're gonna use this, do at least two layers of pencil before you do it. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and use the Caran d'Ache Luminance Colorless Blender. The only thing I have to say about this is, like I said, because it is woodless, if you're holding it like this, because it's long, like the length of a pencil, and you put too much pressure, it's gonna snap. I have snapped like almost all of these, which is why I have it in here now. So maybe put it in a pencil extender to give it the extra support that it needs. Or, you know, maybe try going more up and down versus to the side. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and use the Caran d'Ache Luminance Colorless Blender on the Prismacolor. This needs to be a little bit tighter. Here we go. I don't want to break this, so I am kind of going, I know you can't see very well, but if I do it too much on the side, it will break it. Okay, now I did a pretty bad job with blending at this beginning, but it does move it around more, and it's almost because of the waxiness of it rather than just something that's hard like this. It's like it's acting like a white, but it's not making it, you know, more pastel, if that makes sense. All right, this is the Lumies now. Again, you'll probably have blended a little bit better. Because, I mean, a blender pencil just helps you blend a little bit. It's not going to do the blending job for you by any means. So you can see I've got a pretty straight line here just because I did not blend it well. But, you know, on some level you have to do some of the work, and then this just sort of assists at the end. Okay, now we're going to use polys. Actually, not too shabby on the polys. You can see though it's still moving around some of it, but a lot of this stuff that you're seeing, this dust kind of stuff, that's the blender itself. It's not coming from the pencil. Yeah, it doesn't scratch off the layers. You're right. Okay, and then here is the Farbens. Oh, that worked really nice, didn't it? I'm pleased with that. I haven't used wax on an oil thing. Wow. Okay, so keep in mind this line here, that was more me than it was the blender pencil. But, I don't know, is that too dark? That might be too dark. There we go. So, we have, you need more layers to get really good blends with blenders. Oh, most definitely, Schpirerr. Yeah, I would recommend at minimum 2 layers. But the more layers, the better. Especially, like I said, if you're using the Prismacolor one because you're just scraping off that top layer. Yes, well, me too. Most of the time, I will use a white Prismacolor color pencil. Easy. In fact, I even like to use the white Prismacolor color pencil when I'm doing Ergosofts. Because sometimes if I'm doing a large space, it's hard to get that nice, smooth look to it when you're done. So, like, I did, let's see, do I have that? What might be in the book? It's in the book? Let's see, which one is it? It'll be maybe in the Ink Butterfly. Let's see if I can find the page real quick where I used white over Ergosofts. Hang on, I got like 3 copies of this book. Hang tight, 1 sec. All these things, these were like ideas for pages I wanted to stream. Oh, get you probably all recognize, oh, there's the page anyway. But you probably all recognize this one. Hey, that's my header for YouTube. Here. Okay, so you can see here, I used Ergosoft on all of this, except I used white to help blend this out to make it look more textured. Same thing with this green banner. I used white to blend that. Yeah, of course, Sherry, for sure. But yeah, I used white to blend a lot of this to kind of smooth it out a little bit and burnish the paper a little bit more. a long time to get these both done. But if you go back on some of my older videos, like I did a time-lapse video of this one, time-lapse of this one and this one. That might have been it though. Tiny little videos. Trying to see, what else do I have done in here? Oh. B. This one. Else. Oh, this one. I did the magpie. I refused to do them in black. This one I intended on just filling it in with fine liner, but it ended up being so much more. I'm actually pretty pleased with how that one came out. This one. This was the first time I tried to do a full-length video. Oh my god, I think I gave up on editing it. I ended up with a time-lapse of it, but the whole editing of it took way too long. It was exhausting. This one, this one. Oh, and this one. This is the first time I did the circle background and showed people how to do that one. I think I did this on stream, the circle background. I think that's it in here. Oh, nope, I did this one. But, thanks, Lozzie. I do them occasionally. Like I did the 4-page spread of the Lost Ocean in the back and all of that. What time is it anyway? Oh my gosh, it's 11:06. 11:06. All right, folks, I'm going to leave it here. We had a big evening. We went over the Schpirerr Farbens, which are amazing. Again, Christine, if you're watching, thank you. It was a wonderful gift. It made my day. We essentially finished the pocket watch page. Oh, thanks, Shara. We went over some blending stumps. A pretty productive night, if you ask me. So yeah, all right. We are going to be live again. What's today? Monday? Yes, today's Monday. We'll be live again Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. U.S. Central Time, where we will pick up on a Hermione page. We're just going to keep plugging away with it. I mean, if I see... Oh, you'll love it, Jay. If I see it's going to take us forever, I might finish the rest off stream, but, you know, because I don't want to have, like, oh, Harry Potter page, part 16, because that would be a bit much. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and leave it here. I'll see you all on Friday. Bring your, maybe we could do more Harry Potter trivia. We'll see. But after we're done with that, then we will move on to a Doctor Who page with the Schpirerr Farbens, okay? In the meantime, join the Facebook page, ! Facebook. Oh, yeah, look, Shannon's sharing everything. Join the Facebook page. Check out the Instagram. Check out my Etsy store. I've got stickers there, coloring pages, yada, yada. You're all wonderful. I love you all. Thank you so much for being here. This has been so much fun. And I will see you all Wednesday. All right? Bye.